now?
Yeah.
Why?
Because YouTube will kick it off.
They'd be like, no.
Cash,
One more problems. One more problems.
low money.
More money. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's off the Life After Death 1997. Like, are you going to really have him? Oh, wait, are we going? We're recording. Don't play Biggie. YouTube will kick it off. I don't like his music. No, I love it. We just can't use it because we don't have the rights to it.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hi.
It's the 2-hour The Point podcast extravaganza.
Yep. Fuck. Merry Christmas, bitches. We love you all. Cider.
We're here. Mike doesn't want to do a 2-hour show.
I don't.
Everything's all fucked up, it feels like.
He's all like, I want to fucking do a 2-hour show. You can do it.
Dude, it's sometimes, you know,
Do it.
so you go to the gym, right?
I go to the gym, yeah.
Sometimes, you know, you're doing like 4 sets of 8 kind of thing, and you just do your normal workout, and then sometimes you just want to fucking go big and just push your limits. You know what I'm saying?
Is this your go big?
Yeah. See if I
big
can
or
go
go home,
see if I can
bitches.
go for 2 hours. But if we like putter off around like an hour and a half, then we can't drag it on.
Exactly.
It's gotta be organic.
Because nothing's worse than a day at the gym where you're just dragging ass.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I'm not even sweating.
But you still gotta have some
just-
sort of goal, some
Goal.
mark to hit.
Yeah.
Good boy, Cash.
Good boy.
December 23rd, and I am done with Christmas.
You're done already?
Done. There's nothing more I want in this whole world than it to be over with.
Well, your wish will be granted in 2 days.
No, in
Two
2
more
days
days.
it'll be Christmas
Two
morning.
more days in your because I'm talking about holidays, so I'm talking about that point where Christmas December
okay.
25 goes 11:59 and it goes click and then
To
it's
the 26th.
and then it's now 26.
That'd be nice, man.
You'll
That'd be
wake
nice.
up.
I was walking around Walmart, and where a lot of the content that I stress about comes from, this place called Walmart Shopping Center,
A wonderful example of the human species.
and there was a lady pushing a cart, and she was just wearing a Santa hat, and she was shopping, and for some reason it made me so mad.
She was just wearing a
Santa hat, yeah.
Just an only Santa hat.
Uh-huh.
Like nothing else.
No, she was wearing clothing.
Oh, okay. I'm like, that would be weird.
Because it's like, who wears Santa hats?
People there feeling festive.
Dude, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Who wears a shirt with the picture of another guy on it?
a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're weird.
No, they're not.
Pisses me off.
This is my
Why are you wearing
fucking Christmas
a
shirt.
picture of another person on your damn clothing?
This is my Christmas shirt.
That's like if I took a picture of you and put it on my shirt.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys, this is the Point Podcast right here. He's just on your shirt. So.
And if we were more famous and we had T-shirts, then you would wear a shirt that had a picture of both of us on it.
Should we have swag?
Yeah,
The Point Podcast
Merch.
T-shirt.
merch.
For all you people out there that don't agree with us, you can burn them and protest on your front lawns and videotape it and send it to us.
Fucking, I had a stressful week because around the 9th, I believe I ordered, and don't say what that is.
I'm not gonna say shit.
So around the 9th, I ordered a Christmas present for my mom,
Yeah.
right? And I emailed the website I ordered it from, because this wasn't just like an Amazon or an eBay kind of thing. This was like a special website, and that creates these things. And I was like, is this gift going to be here by the 25th? And they're like, we are making sure that any orders that come before the 12th will get there by the 22nd. And I was like, okay, that makes me feel a little anxious right there, because that's cutting it pretty close.
Yeah.
The 22nd. So I'm like, okay. A couple weeks later, I emailed them again, or this was last Friday, I think I emailed them, and they were like, yeah, everything's on schedule. It's going to ship on Monday. I was like, fucking Monday. This
So
is
why
coming
you
from the East Coast.
Why are you stressing?
This is coming from the East Coast on Monday. Then the ship's on Monday. Then I get home on Monday, and she's like, sorry, we can't ship to a P.O. box. We need your physical address. So I give it to her. And then on Tuesday, she emails me, and she's like, this is too late now. You're going to have to pay extra if you actually want it by Christmas.
What?
Fuck. You know? So then I had to
Oh,
pay
that's fucking
I had to pay
frustrating.
an extra $20 to get second day air.
That's fucking frustrating.
And
I'd be pissed.
she was like, and I was like, okay, I will, just call me. So then she called me on like Wednesday, and now it's Wednesday. Now I'm talking to her on the 21st of December, and I'm trying to pay. I'm like, I'll pay whatever you want, literally, because I have no other option at this point of present wise. that's like something that's good.
You have me over a Christmas barrel.
Yeah, a Christmas barrel.
Fuck.
And so I paid an extra $20, and they sent it 2 days, and it just got here like an hour ago.
Wow.
If that. Jesus Christ. So the lesson I learned in all this was start earlier.
Start earlier,
Start
or
earlier.
just like go with companies that have good ratings. Did you check the rating? That's one of the big
Check
things.
Website of what? A rating of what?
Well, you can go on to all different kinds of websites, or if like you're ordering for like Amazon and everything.
Mhm.
Then they obviously have the star. Oh,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
person
yeah.
has this.
Right.
Etsy has the same thing.
This wasn't Amazon.
Yeah, I ordered some stuff from Etsy the other day, and
Okay.
I didn't realize that they had a 2-week processing. Like,
Jesus.
So I ordered it, and I was like, "It's like okay, your product will be ready and inspected and ready to ship in
Yeah.
2 weeks. Expect it in the next 4 weeks." And it's shipping from St. Petersburg, Russia.
Jesus Christ.
So that's far enough away already. And I was like, "Oh fuck, I didn't know it was gonna take them 2 weeks to get that together." So I was like, "Oh well, whatever."
You canceled it?
No, I didn't
Oh.
cancel it. But the only reason I ordered through them because I knew it was going to take so long to get there and that the product was so expensive. I
Yeah.
had to go through all the reviews. And like everyone's like, "Oh, look at you have to get like deep down into the reviews
Yeah.
before you can actually like see if like people don't like it."
Yeah.
So, but the star rating, that's nice. That
It
really
is
helps
nice.
you know when people are doing well.
But like just someone's website doesn't have a star rating.
So you can go to different websites that will rate it for you, like Yelp. Yelp is something that they do ratings. I know that there's so I was listening to NPR, and there's some companies that are now, when you purchase their product or you work with their product,
Uh-huh.
they are now having you sign. It's
Like a feedback thing?
in layman's term, it's pretty much a gag law, like gag order. Like you can't say anything about the product, and there are companies that are
that's weird.
signing these where like if you purchase this product,
Yeah.
you agree to not giving any negative reviews or criticism about this company. Like there are companies that do that now.
That's fucking weird. I've
Yeah.
never heard of that.
And Obama's like, I don't fucking think so. And so
Really?
he just enacted a law where that is no longer allowed. You can't do that. So
Nice.
as a customer for a company, now as a employee in a company, that's still there.
Yeah.
But as a customer, a company can't tell you
Good.
can't. Yeah. It was really weird. I'm like, I didn't know there were companies that did that.
Right? Neither did I.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about politics here on the Point Podcast.
Yeah.
And it's December 23rd.
Yeah. Almost
It's
Christmas.
fucking
everybody.
stressful.
Fucking stressful. Life can be stressful, man. You just got to accept it. You got to accept it.
It's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
Dealing with all kinds of shit.
all kinds of
Jealousy, anger, love, hate.
stuff. Yeah.
Fucking.
What's going on with you?
Nothing.
I'm feeling great.
Really?
I'm happy.
Why?
I've got cider. I've got a bunch of shit done. I'm ready to start hopping into a new hobby of mine that I'm going to look into.
Oh, no. Is it, oh, fuck. What's it called? Hawking? Falconry. Is it falconry?
I wish. That'd be fucking boss. Have a little fucking badass hunting bird.
I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about falconry, and I was like, fucking, somebody who'd love to get into falconry is probably Mike.
Yeah, I would. You literally have a living weapon on your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Like if I saw you and I had a falcon, I'm like, go fucking get him. And the thing just like out of nowhere just, just take your fucking eyes out.
You're like 2 seconds away from a Renaissance fair.
I know. I don't care. That shit's awesome. That is awesome. You ever seen that picture of that young girl? It's this young girl in Mongolia. And like in a lot of places of Mongolia. Cash, no, not on the mic, Cash. Sorry, guys. Gotta get him away from me. There's this picture of this little girl in Mongolia who's riding a horse, and she's covered in furs, and she's got this fucking huge eagle on her forearm, and it looks
Jesus.
so fucking amazing.
Does it?
Yes, it looks amazing.
Large groups of white people that are excited.
What? What are you talking about?
That's what a Renaissance fair is. If you look up in the definition in the dictionary,
large
group of white people that are excited. Yeah.
No way. No way. I'm gonna have to look that up. 'Cause I don't think that's
We do have a listener question this week, and we'll get to that.
okay.
But how was your week?
My week was good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Dude, so sometimes I like to, especially on Facebook, I like to sort of troll people, right? Cash! And I do this on, like, local pages, like the Sandpoint Facebook page, stuff like that. Fucking stupid dog. I'm going to lock him up.
No, he's fine.
And
Cage anyways.
it's in my
Where's
room
your
now.
cage? Where's your cage?
And
Cage. You want it? You want it? Go over there.
It's sort of like
Sorry, guys.
saying things that I don't necessarily agree with, but I know will make people, fight each other.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And I'm pretty good at it too. I've got a pretty good history, a couple good arguments under my belt of me just sort of throwing in very well-placed comments or posts and, stirring the pot kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I even have a very largely documented history of Brad versus the Sandpoint Police Department on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah. And that's a story for a different topic.
I didn't fucking know that.
Not many people remember it. It was a long time ago. Only the old school veterans would remember that kind of thing. And or readers of certain magazines.
Wow.
And but you this week took it by storm, and I was impressed.
I was
impressed. And I may have been a little too involved. However, I was extremely bored at work. And it was something for me to do, to entertain myself. And I made myself laugh a lot.
Yeah.
Even though I felt like I was definitely being annoying.
There was one point where you came in, and I was just like, Brad, what the fuck, man? Stop. You're literally you're throwing fire or gasoline on the fire right now. And
fighting fire with gas, baby.
It was, sometimes people you got to have hard discussions and hard points because not everyone's going to agree about everything. And you know what's even more frustrating?
I have the picture that you posted.
Oh, gosh. Why don't we just post it up on the website?
I will.
So.
Well, the people who are watching on video will be able to see it, and then I'll make it the album art for the people who aren't.
And it will frustrate all of you. Oh, my God. It was...
1 second. I have to edit it in some way.
It was one of those moments where you realize who can have, a discussion about something and not try to take it to some you can't even see that, man. That's so bright. Oh shit, there it is. See, yeah, they can't even see. That's out of focus.
Right.
Oh, it's a little bit better. Nope, back. Oh, there you go. Okay, it's pretty much a list of all the new genders that are out there. I personally don't agree with this concept of new genders.
I got an opinion about this. 'Cause
I'm sure you do. So I posted that up there because I've been watching a lot of videos concerning SJWs and
transgender porn.
No, not transgender porn. Listen to a lot of podcasts that deal with a lot of large LGBT communities. Well, it's not LGBT anymore. It's LGBTQ. I wonder what the next letter is going to be.
I think it's I.
So whatever, something's fucking retarded.
So much hate. So much hate bowling out of this man.
I know. It's not hate.
It is hate.
It's frustration.
No, it's hate.
It is
it's
frustration.
hate. No, it's gay bashing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Because I then found the original picture, right? The one that picture was sort of parodying.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I posted it in the comments of your post. And it's
I didn't see that.
It's just the picture of the actual sort of
all the different genders?
You know what I mean? Like
bigender, androgen, neutrois, agender, genderless, intergender, that's retarded.
What you're saying...
That is so stupid.
No, here's the thing. Because in that picture, it says it says non-binary, which we talked about last time.
Yeah.
It says pangender, transgender, and you're saying that these things are all mental disorders. So what you're doing
in my opinion,
is saying that gender fluid, that kind of thing. You're saying that gay people, transgender people, non-binary people are all mentally disabled. So what you're doing is bashing
without
a community.
Without a negative connotation. Now I'm speaking from this way. You can't have a woman, genetic woman, and a genetic male try to go about portraying their sex as something that it's not. When you're talking about
Why not?
legalities as far as where they're going to be going or where they're allowed to go, you're either born male or female. Now, obviously, there's that one stipulation, that difference. It's the hermaphrodite sex, which is a combination of both. So, but you are physically either male or female.
Okay.
Or hermaphrodite.
Physically.
Physically. I'm speaking physically.
I think you're thinking that gender and sex are the same thing when they're not. The argument that these people would say is that they're not the same thing. Gender is different. Sex is how you're born.
Then why are they saying? Then why are they using the term gender?
Because gender is the one that's fluid. Sex is the one that you're born with, the physical body that you're trapped in for some. Gender is the one. Gender is the one trapped in for some.
Are you kidding me?
Gender is the one where like you're physically, your sex is male, but your gender is female, or your sex is female and your gender is male. I think.
See, this doesn't make any sense to me. And you know, people are all like, "Oh, you're just an uneducated, unsophisticated," or the term that people like to throw around when someone doesn't agree with their point is ignorant. You're ignorant. You're ignorant. It's like,
and
fuck you. Just because I don't agree with you doesn't mean I'm uneducated.
Would you
can
say
know something about a topic or a subject and understand it, but still not agree with it?
Would you say that you had more people against you than with you?
No.
It was more even?
Well, on the actual conversation, there were a lot of people that didn't like it.
A lot of people.
You know, because I have a lot of friends that have alternate lifestyles or live differently than I do. I have friends that are far right wing. I have friends that are far left wing.
Yeah.
You know, I always consider myself somewhere in between. So
after that post, you then decided to shave your head and become a skinhead.
No. No. I shaved my head because I don't like having hair to begin with. And I had one of those caca days where my freaking hair's all poking up crazy.
I saw it
because I forgot about freaking cleaning it after I dried it off.
Yeah, I saw it.
I was like, fuck this. I don't want to deal with this anymore. So I just cut my hair. Really? Are you kidding me? Are you really trying to do this? Although that's a pretty badass movie. That's a really good movie.
It's a badass movie. And
that ending is so fucking sad.
And then you told me, you were like, you came over to me and just said, I want to be like American History X, and just walked away, and I was like, what? I never said
that. Don't listen to him, guys. This is Brad stirring the pot.
Yeah, I know, right? I love stirring the pot, dude.
I know. I can tell.
Yeah.
It's a lot like me. You're even more about it than I am.
Well, you had to know when you put the picture up. This is like talking to like 50 Cent who puts a picture up with like some other rapper and gets a bunch of fucking whatever. But what you had to know,
I expected it would start a discussion, and I figured a discussion, not a you're an ignorant and you're transphobic and blah blah blah. People throwing all these labels at me, which is funny considering they're all coming from people that don't like labels.
Well, what if you had a bunch of people on your page that were professional NFL players, and then you posted a picture that said all NFL players are mentally disabled for what they do? You know what I'm saying?
Then I would expect to get some shit.
Yeah, by saying a group
these
is mentally disabled.
These are all friends. These are people that I should be able to disagree with on certain topics and not be able to worry, not like, oh, well, I guess we're not friends anymore. That's bullshit. I mean, who wants to surround themselves with a bunch of people that just agree with everything they say?
If someone on your page posted something that said everybody who doesn't believe in God is mentally disabled, would you still be friends with them?
Of course I would.
So would I.
I would argue my point, but I would still be friends with them because you know what? I don't
think you should be running around saying communities are mentally disabled.
I don't know. I agree. Because there's that term, gender dysphoria, where it's like if you think of yourself outside the physical norms of like the human species, that is a mental condition. Now, is it negative? No. Does it make you any less of a person? No. I deal with depression. I have to deal with PTSD.
Yeah.
I have other problems that I have. But you know what? Does that make me less of a human being? No. Do I think when people talk about, oh, you have depression, I don't think they think less of me. Because why would they?
I don't know.
You know?
They got their shit.
Now, there may be differences of like, I think depression can be handled with a change of lifestyle, or I think depression should be handled with medication or therapy. Now, we're going to have disagreements on that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't change how I feel about myself. And if we disagree on something, I'm not going to be like, well, fuck you. You're ignorant. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. No.
But you get these.
So you're saying people with gender dysphoria are fuck. What did you say?
Mental disorder?
No, gender dysphoria.
It's called gender dysphoria, where you have outside concept of what like a gender is.
You're
like
saying they're not less of a person, or actual transgendered people aren't less of a person?
None of these people are less of. They're not less of a person. I don't think any less of them.
Right.
What I do have a problem with is the people that go around looking for people to yell at about this kind of shit. And I've seen way too many videos on YouTube that are dealing with these people that just you watch them literally come up holding their phone and start talking to a person that wasn't even talking to them.
Yeah.
And they start this huge row.
A lot of anger.
Like I watched this video where these students up in Canada
Yeah.
freaking lobbied against this professor at their school. I think he worked at the University of Toronto.
Nice.
And he had a stance that this new law up in Canada, which was trying to be passed, that if you don't use the proper labels or terms or
oh boy.
what's the pronouns,
Yeah.
you could be fined for it. They will fine you money if you don't use the proper pronouns.
Just like as an individual.
Yeah.
Like,
So
okay.
like if I came up to you in Canada and you look like a male, but you
I'm a woman.
you identify as whatever,
trapped.
and I'm like, excuse me, sir, do you know what time it is? And you're like, sir, did
Sir?
you just assume my gender?
Yeah.
Like that person could literally fucking file a suit against me and get money from that.
Okay.
That's trying to control someone's free speech.
Okay.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Because you have no right as a human being to tell somebody how they can or cannot talk.
Right.
If it's not in a violent or like harassing manner.
Right.
So, but this girl, she walks up and she has her phone out. So you know she's fucking ready. And this professor is already talking to a group of people. And she's like, excuse me, Professor so-and-so, what do you have to say about blah, 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 neo-Nazis being at your thing? And he's like, excuse me? Totally takes this guy off side. This guy's an educated man that's just going about his day, and this woman just fucking hounds him. And then she doesn't even let him finish his sentences, and then she just, all these SJWs like fucking flies just fucking swarm around this man. And there were students there around the people, but like, no, I don't feel like this guy ostracizes me. I don't think this guy thinks less of me. And they're like, oh, well, do you understand? Blah. And it just got fucking insane. I'm like, these kind of people are fucking ridiculous.
Angry people.
Angry people.
It's like when
and they make the community of people that are normal and polite and confident and outgoing that see themselves in a different way than everyone else or other people.
Yeah.
They make all of them look like batshit crazy individuals.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of who I'm talking about. The person that when I come up, excuse me, ma'am, like, do you know where that, ma'am, did you just assume my gender? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, that person, go fuck yourself.
Right.
Now, if you turn around and be like, oh, blah, 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 it's over there. You don't have to correct me because it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. But well-adjusted people who would define themselves as not male or female, you're saying aren't mentally disabled.
No.
This reminds me of like...
now, everyone's saying like mentally disabled is like a negative connotation. It's not. It's just how you are. It's just how you are. That's like going up to a Down syndrome person and saying, because you're Down syndrome, I think you're less of a human being. No, I don't.
Yeah, of course not.
No, I don't.
But you're saying to someone who doesn't have a disability that they're mentally disabled. And
it's classified as a mental disorder, gender dysphoria. That's what it is. And the definition of gender dysphoria is someone that sees themselves as a gender that's not male or female. So they are literally thinking outside the natural parameters of like human society. Now, granted, humans are evolving and we're changing, and this is stuff that we're going to be learning and coming to understand as more information comes in. The human brain evolves. Mm-hmm. But as we are right now, don't be a female physically and dress as a male and try to look like a male and then get mad at me when I call you sir.
Yeah.
Because I don't fucking know you.
Well,
I don't know your life story.
No, I don't think you should get mad at people. However, I also don't think that I can tell someone what they're not.
Okay.
Whatever someone tells me that they are, gay, straight, man, woman, I'm going with it because I'm not them. You know what I'm saying?
Did I say that they weren't what they are?
No, you're saying don't go around as a man dressed as a woman, and I disagreed up until that point, and then you said, and get mad at me, then I'll agree with you on that point. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
Wait, where do you disagree?
You said don't go around as a man dressed up as a woman or a woman dressed up as a man.
No, and get mad at people when they confuse you. Right. Dress as a man all you want. I don't fucking care. That's fine.
For sure.
But don't get mad at people when people are confused. No. You know?
Right.
You get this
you could use it as a chance to educate.
Exactly.
Instead of using it as a chance to fucking freak out.
And educate as an adult to an adult.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, you poor uncivilized fuck, you don't understand how complex my life is. It's like, no, fuck you. You look like a man, so I'm going to address you as sir, you know?
Right.
And then you'll be like, oh, I'm a woman. I'd be like, oh, okay. Well,
what if it was an individual with a beard and long hair and boobs and dressed like a woman, how you're dressing.
Oh,
what
God,
pronoun are you using?
I don't know what I would do. I would probably say sir.
Ooh,
So
that's a tough one.
it depends on how they look
Bypass
physically,
it.
because you're just saying, like, what if it looked like a woman that happened to have a beard?
Uh-huh.
Then I would probably say ma'am.
I'm just going to say,
But
excuse
if
me.
but if it looked like a yeah,
Excuse me?
I probably would be like, excuse me, yeah. So,
Yeah.
but like whatever you look like is how I'll dress you at first, and then obviously if we have if it continues on from there,
Yeah.
then you can correct or educate.
Yeah.
But you have these people, they're so ready to just fucking jump on you about it. They're just like, ugh, like it's like
Anger.
it's like you're just looking to be offended. And I think that's what I think a lot of this large community is they're just looking to be offended, to be a martyr for something.
Fuck yeah.
So
That's always going to be around.
because it's fucking frustrating.
It reminds me of like soldiers from Vietnam coming back and people fucking spitting in their face and yelling at them, being like cowards, killers. But there's not a lot of videotape of that.
Yeah.
However, if they all had cell phones, then they'd be like showing each other like on a street corner, be like, these soldiers are about to get off this bus. We're gonna fucking jump them, and then they'd go do that. Rah, rah, rah.
We're gonna put this on
Yeah.
YouTube. This is gonna be on YouTube. It's just
That's
it's
what would
fucking
happen.
Frustrating.
It's gonna happen again.
Yeah.
It's too much anger for me.
Yeah.
Calm down. Go home. What are you doing out there yelling at people?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, so and then, my friend Michael, he's like, "Are you threatened?" And at first I'm like, "No, I'm not threatened by this. I'm not threatened by the concept that you think differently than I do. That's not threatening at all. What I am threatened about is when you verbally assault me because I don't either agree with you,
Verbally
or
okay.
2, I didn't understand the situation, or 3, I stated my opinion.
Yeah.
These people are about free speech and free expression and
Yeah.
no labels and be what you want to be and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But that all goes out the fucking window when you don't agree with them.
Yeah.
Now you're just an ignorant bigot who's fucking retarded and doesn't know anything, just in the corner walking into the wall.
Yeah.
It's so retarded.
Imagine Mike trying to explain this to people on Facebook while I'm commenting things like Mike is transphobic,
Fucking chauvinist pig.
he's mentally disabled.
White privilege pig.
Like,
I was like,
I'm
God
so-
damn it, Brad.
I'm so sick of these white men and their hate speech, like typing that. And I'm like, people must hate this. It was funny. It was good stuff.
And I lost a friend over it. A transgender friend who, granted, I don't know, I haven't known for very long or know
cross-dressing.
that well. He does drag queen. He's a drag queen.
yeah.
And he's a really cool guy.
Dude, you
Him
fucked
and his-
up, man.
No, I didn't.
Okay, you didn't.
I didn't fuck up.
You didn't.
That's something I have to tell myself, because I felt
Yeah.
bad
I hate
that
that.
it got that far that I actually had a friend be like, "Oh, you're just transphobic." It's like, fucking no, I'm not. And people who I known for a long time in this town
Yeah.
stood up and said, "No, Mike is not transphobic.
I wouldn't say you're transphobic.
I am not at all."
Yeah.
Did I state my opinion? Yes. Did they not like that? Yes.
Yes.
It was. I was really let down about that. I was really let down that someone took it so personally,
Yeah.
got so defensive that they couldn't just go, "Oh, he has a different opinion than I do." No,
It's
they're
like-
"Fuck him. He doesn't agree with me. He's transphobic. He's a pig."
You're like Trevor Noah. And your friend is like the people that were commenting to Trevor Noah, yo, good job, you fucking destroyed that dumb blonde bitch. And you're like, no, it's not like that.
Yes.
We're people. We had a conversation. I want to talk again.
Yeah.
We're still friends. Yeah.
So my friend, he wrote me. Well,
Really?
I still consider him my friend, but no, he just commented.
He
He's
didn't
like,
write you?
He's like, "What the fuck? Like, is this really that? And you wanted to do a skit with me in the Follies?"
Yeah.
Because we had this great skit for this. We've talked about this in previous episodes.
Yeah.
This charity show,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, you guys would be perfect for it because they're well known in the community. People love them. They're really good at it."
Yeah.
And he took this all offensive, and he's like, "I'm not going to be the butt of your transphobic joke." It's like
Just the other day?
during the day of this conversation,
Yeah.
and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm
That
like,
sucks, dude.
how did that come about? As I'm transphobic and trying to make a joke about transgender, like
I don't think it was a joke. Well, it was a joke. I don't know, dude.
No, the comment was not a joke. It was a very much like slap something like a sign up against somebody's windshield, be like,
Yeah.
"This is something that I think."
I think the problem
And
is...
it started a debate that I loved.
Yeah.
But then people looked at it as like, "Oh, since he thinks this way, he thinks I'm less of a person." It's like, no, I fucking don't.
I think the problem, seriously, is that your comments and how you explain it is a lot different than how the picture is perceived.
And that's what a couple of my friends said
Yes.
when I showed them and talked to them about the conversation later that day.
Yeah.
Some really intellectual friends that I respect.
Yeah.
Highly.
Oh, see? What's up
So,
now?
You know.
Yeah.
Well, no, like people that there are people that are more intelligent than me, and it's good to ask those people questions. Like Nicole, my wife, she's somebody that's super intelligent.
Yeah.
Like, and she's very good at being like, Mike, you're not saying it correctly.
Yeah,
You're
I
not
think she had a good point.
explaining."
She had a good view on it.
Exactly.
It's
So-
like you posted a picture of like a black person, a Mexican person, an Asian person, a Native American, and being like mentally disabled, mentally disabled, mentally disabled, and then
That is not
And then
true.
in the comments you were like, "No, I'm not saying that they're less of a person. I'm just saying that they're different." Da, 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 da. And it's like the picture
That is
differs.
not true. That is so extreme. I'm trying to think about that now. No, that's not
Gender
how-
and race. I don't know.
It's an
It's
extremely
funny.
complex
Yeah.
situation, and I'm trying to learn more about it all the time. I listen to hours
Yeah, I have two.
hours of podcasts from people that I don't agree with a lot of the time. Dan Savage, his
Yep.
podcast, Savage Lovecast.
I've only listened to him on Joe Rogan. That was it.
Yeah, well, I've listened to hours of his podcast, and sometimes Sex with Emily. She's another like sex educator and stuff like that. And I've listened like Chris Donahue, he's amazing to listen to, and all these people that talk about like human psychology and how it affects our sexuality and how sexuality evolves throughout society and what is required. I've listened to literally, like, I work 4 days a week, 10 hours a day. I listen to podcasts pretty much all fucking day. And there's the ones I listen to every single day, or at least some of their back stuff.
So like at least 20 hours.
No, I'd say at least 100 hours. I've listened to at least 100 hours of all these
total.
people podcasts.
I was talking about a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like,
It's a
accumulatively.
lot. Yeah.
That's a lot to take in. And there are times where I'm just like, I don't fucking agree with that.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh, that makes sense. I never looked at it that way.
Um
So, that makes no sense.
And I mean, as we continue to exist, we just learn more and more about the human brain, and I think this is just another step in that small step.
Mm-hmm.
Gender,
But don't call somebody ignorant just because they don't agree with you.
yeah, for sure.
Just say,
for sure.
we don't agree.
Yeah,
C'est la vie.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I agree.
Now
I
we
agree with
move
that.
on past that. Got to calm down for a little bit.
Oh, so
Fuck.
yeah, one time I don't know if I've talked about this before or not. Maybe. I was a young man, right? 16 or 17.
Ooh, it's warm. Yeah.
No, 16 or 17, and I got pulled over, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got a ticket, right?
Okay.
This was a where I was pulling up to a stop sign. It was winter, and I basically stopped, looked both ways, continued on. I basically stopped. The tires didn't come to like a complete stop, but it was
rolling
like
stop.
rolling stop. And then I got pulled over, right?
Yeah.
Got a ticket. I was pretty mad. This was like almost 10 years ago. No, 9 years ago. And so I went on Facebook and I made a page called I Hate Sandpoint Cops. Right? And I posted a quick couple sentences about my little story. This happened to these stupid cops. Bam. And then a bunch of people started liking this page. Everybody started telling their own stories. Like, oh, these fucking cops busted me with like a tiny little leaf of marijuana. Fuck you, da-da-da. And other people do their story. Other people do their story. Da-da-da-da-da. So then I get a call one day from a guy from the Spokane Insider. It's like this, I think it's called the Insider. It's like this big paper magazine. And it has a lot of stuff about...
Is it the Inlander?
Inlander?
Inlander? That's the main Spokane magazine.
It has a bunch of like local events in it and stuff like that.
Inlander.
Whatever. Yeah,
Inlander,
Inlander.
yeah.
They called me and they're like, "Hey, is this Brad?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "We'd like to do a story about this Facebook page that you started." And I was like, "Okay." And they're like, "Do you have a couple minutes for me to talk to you?" And I was sitting in the parking lot at a shop, and I was like, "Sure." So then they just asked me a couple questions about it. Why'd you start it, kind of thing. And then they're like, yeah, just to let you know, we interviewed the chief of police about this as well. So we're just going to do an article and have some side, aside from from him. And I was like, okay, cool, great, awesome. And I was like super stoked about this. I'm like,
This
yeah,
sounds
this is
pretty
awesome.
cool.
And then I'm like, thanks, man. And then I hung up. And then the article came. I'm like, when is this coming out? He's like, oh, in the next thing. So then it came out, and I collected like a bunch of papers and like cut them all out and like put them up on the fridge at my mom's house and my dad's house and like kept a couple. I don't have any more though copies. I wish I did.
Yeah, that'd be
But-
cool.
And then my parents were like, "Why are you putting this on the fridge?" And I'm like, "Dude, it's awesome.
Your
Like, I'm in
kids
the paper."
your kids in a city
And
paper.
in the chief of police in it was like, he was like, yeah, this is really unfortunate that this young individual has decided to make this page. We hope that someday he'll regret this, and not regret this. We hope that someday, he'll realize that he's making a mistake by making this hateful page.
So pretty much he's like,
He's saying that I'm young and dumb,
okay,
kind of thing.
in layman's terms.
And then
all stuff aside, yeah.
a couple things. Well, and then a couple weeks later, this page is still kind of growing slowly in the local community. People are posting pictures. People are telling their kind of stories where they got screwed over, kind of thing. And I end up talking to this cop one night, right? Kind of just long story. I end up talking to him. I'm not in trouble or anything. Something happened, and I kind of saw what happened, and I was talking to him, and I mentioned, maybe I gave him my ID or mentioned my name or something. He was like, "You're the kid with the Facebook page, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like,
Fuck.
I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Oh, it's all good, man. Don't even worry about that. I can totally see the breakdown in this town. The adults have nothing to do. The kids have nothing to do. The cops have nothing to do." He's like, "I totally see it. I came here from Hawaii because it was better to raise my kids up here." He's like, "I totally see the breakdown." And I was like, "Nice, man. I do too. That's like my whole point, right?" But he knew who I was, and I was like, "Fuck." And then
dude, he could have totally fucked with you.
yeah, he could have. And then one day, my boss at the restaurant I used to work at was just like, "You need to seriously start thinking about this page." He was like, "Someone's gonna do something stupid, or they're gonna post something stupid on there, and now all of a sudden your name's gonna be on the fucking line. They're gonna come talking to you about this." And I was like, "Shit, dude, you're kind of right." So I deleted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Damn. Crazy, right?
You know, when I was first moving up here, I heard a lot of negative things about the police department and like how the police department used to be.
I think they used to be a lot worse.
That's why I heard. It's like
Yeah.
the department used to be really like it was not popular with people. Like there's obviously you're going to have the unpopularity of police because nobody wants a police officer around unless they need them.
Right.
And so
They're never around during the best day.
So
Never. They're
Yeah.
always around during the worst day.
So exactly.
Yeah.
So or they ruin your day because you were the one that ran a stop sign. Or you were the one that was speeding. So no one wants them around unless they need them.
Plus, I've heard story back then when they were worse. I think there were stories like multiple kids in the school told about the cops. Like it'd be pouring rain out, and the cops would pull them over and be like, "We need to search your car," and just like throw all the shit out of their car and just leave it on the side of the road.
That's
and be
fucked
like,
up.
"Oh yeah, there's nothing here," and then the cops just leave, and like they're drenched and everything's out of their car, like in the street. It's like fuck, dude.
Well, I've heard about like harassment. One of Nikki's family members, he was on the police shit list for a while for stuff that made no fucking sense.
Yeah.
But from what I can tell now, like when I came up here, I was trying to get into the police, the police organizations, either the police department or the local sheriffs. And a lot of the people are really chill.
Yeah.
They're really cool. They're just doing their jobs.
Yeah.
So it didn't seem like that. And like
Yeah.
Nikki's like, no, it seemed like it's changed. Like there are a lot of new officers that weren't like where they were before, and like they're really more relaxed. And so maybe it was just a lot of bad blood, a lot of bad officers that needed to get out. Because if you're going to be responsible for the safety and security of your city, you have to be well liked. In that point, it will be the people that aren't necessarily good members of society that will dislike you the most. You shouldn't have good members of society dislike you.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. You made a web page and it got that big, and people did a freaking main city in Washington did a freaking story about it.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I watched a couple of movies.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of movies. Well, did you see Star Wars?
I saw Rogue One.
Boo.
Holy shit, it was amazing. I
Ugh.
loved it.
Why?
Loved it.
Why?
Because it was what Star Wars needs to be. It needs to Disney.
I haven't seen any of the new Star Wars. There's two,
I saw
right?
Force Awakens, and I did not like Force Awakens.
There's two, right?
Yeah,
two
Force
Disney
Awakens, and then Rogue One just came out. Rogue One was fucking like literally. I will now watch if I'm gonna go on a Star Wars marathon. The original Star Wars. I'm now gonna watch Rogue One, then A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi.
Oh, you're not going to watch in order? You're just going to watch in the order that you like?
That's what the order is. That's a chronological timeline order.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, and then it will go Rogue One.
Oh man,
A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, and then you have Force Awakens, which fuck Force Awakens.
Really?
That movie was awful. So
dude,
I mean, Kylo
they're
Ren
all
stopping,
awful.
Kylo Ren stopping like laser beams in like midair.
Yeah,
that's cool and everything like that.
Is he in it again?
Poe's being a badass pilot. No, Rogue One happens right
Oh,
after
yeah, different
right
times,
after
yeah.
Revenge of the Sith. So
Jesus
the way they
Christ.
did Kylo Ren was pretty cool, but the story was just a revised version of A New Hope, which was fucking frustrating. So I didn't like it. So, but
Dude.
when Rogue One came out, I was like, please be good. Can you please be
You
what
go to the
Star
theater?
Wars needs to be? So we went to the theater and we saw it, and it was fucking awesome. The whole time I'm just looking at Nikki like, you see what's happening?
Oh my God,
Holy
man.
fuck! Run! Fucking run! Oh my god,
Dude.
he's gonna get you! He's gonna fucking get you!
There's no way this can be good.
Involved. It was good.
How is it good?
Because it's what Star Wars needs to be.
Oh God.
Ed,
You love white people stuff.
what are you talking about?
Falconry, blacksmithing, Star Wars,
How is falconry white people stuff?
imported beer.
How is falconry white people stuff?
That's from white people stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure the
Show
only
me-
people that do it still and actually use it,
Are
there are
black
people
people?
all over the world that do it.
Name me one black falconry. Or
I don't know. I don't know any white falconers.
yeah, no, neither do I.
What are you talking about? White people stuff.
Yeah, white people stuff.
Whatever, man.
I don't think I can watch Star Wars. I don't know,
Why not?
because it's Disney.
Because it's Disney now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the old. And because of the such sour taste and shit in my mouth that I got from the Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah,
And
see, that was
we're
just
all
bad. That
dog
was,
shit.
It was
in my
just bad
opinion.
acting and bad writing.
It was very bad acting. Thank
Yeah,
you.
That was supposed to be.
It was
That was supposed to be
sucked.
like our generation Star Wars, and now
Oh.
this new one, like starting with Force Awakens,
Oh,
was
the
supposed
new
to be this
generation.
new generation Star Wars. So yeah, Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, they all had a lot of problems. There was some cool stuff. That was the first time we saw lightsaber fights like done like fucking crazy style,
Okay.
which was really cool.
Yeah.
Um,
But just because a movie has a couple good moments doesn't mean that it's a good movie.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
They weren't necessarily good movies.
Right.
They had some cool stuff in them.
Right.
So then when Force Awakens came out, and I was like, oh, that's good. Okay, now they're not gonna. It's Disney. They're not gonna make the same mistakes as those people did.
Right.
They're gonna fucking get good people. They're gonna have good graphics. It's gonna be amazing. They're gonna have a great story put together.
Right.
No fucking shit. It was
Yeah.
A New Hope with different characters.
And I didn't really like A New Hope. I don't
And
think.
you know what pissed me off even more about Force Awakens is that they had another Death Star.
Really?
It was called the Star Killer, and it was just pretty much a Death Star on steroids. Oh, it's not a moon anymore. It's the size of a planet.
How long are these movies?
I don't know, like 2 hours or something. Most movies are over 2 hours now.
Yeah.
So, but then Rogue One came, and I was just like you. I was like,
Yeah.
don't fuck it up. Dude, like I said, it is now. You have to watch it now before you watch A New Hope and stuff because it leads in perfectly.
Do you like this just because you already like it?
No.
If you had never seen any, is like, you know how I talk about how The Dark Knight and like what's the one after that? The
Dark
Dark
Knight
Knight
Rises?
and The Dark
well,
Knight
Batman
Rises Begins. Dog
Batman
shit.
Begins.
Dog shit. Dark Knight is
So-
good.
Dark Knight. Well, I think Batman Begins was still trying to keep like the comic book style sense to it, and then Dark Knight just went realistic, and then Dark Knight Rises they just
See-
flubbed it up with just the writing wasn't done right.
Well, I liked it.
I mean, it was good,
I
but
think the
it
thing-
definitely wasn't as good as Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. So the thing about The Dark Knight is, if you've never seen a superhero movie in your entire life, you're gonna watch that and like it, right? So if you had never seen another Star Wars movie and you watched this Rogue One, would you have liked it, or do you only like it because it's like nostalgic to you and like tradition
Oh, there
to
was
you?
there was some definite like fan. What do they call it? Fan pandering or something like that, where like they pander to the fans.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember what. There's a specific term. There was definitely moments of that in it, but no, as a movie itself, it was really cool.
All right.
It really was.
All
It
right.
felt like
Because a lot of people just like this shit because it's called Star. That's the only reason they're going. That's the only reason they, because it's called Star Wars and they're familiar with the series. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, I could
don't
see
know.
that. I would see that has been a problem with Force Awakens because quite literally, man, it really was. It was like watching A New Hope, but with different characters.
So you'd rather watch any other Star Wars movie than Force Awakens?
Yeah.
Damn, that's bad.
Well, that's because I think Force Awakens let me down. Like it really let me down.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, this is going to be amazing. Let's see what happens. And I was just like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
This is exactly A New Hope.
That's
I
shitty.
I thought of it like this way. I'm like, imagine if like you had the Republic and the Republic's all up and
Oh my
going and
God.
everything. And like, it's good. And you got the Jedis there being You got the Jedis there are there's orders being set back up by Luke, and then like you have like these dark characters like come out of the back, like out of the darkness, out of the background. You know, like a small group of characters, and they kind of like slowly assimilate themselves into it. You know, so you're seeing this new thing where it's been brought up, it's been grown. You have the old empire, and the empire is gone. You have this republic that's being rebuilt, and then you have these people slowly wheedling in, and then one of them just fucking fucks with one of the new Jedi Padawans and just corrupts him slowly. So you watch him get corrupt, and then Luke's like, "No, they're trying to fight it," and then you have that moment where they clash, and he's like, "No, blah, I'm leaving." And then you have a dark side again. But no, what did they have? They had the same. They had stormtroopers and new fucking armor and a new name. They aren't the Empire anymore. They're called the First Order.
Nice.
And then you have a new fucking Death Star, which is just bigger and shoots more planets at a time.
Yeah.
And then you have a person that's a Jedi that is stuck on a desert planet with nobody for them.
Black guy.
Yeah. Huh?
Oh, that's the stormtrooper.
No, that's the stormtrooper. I'm talking about Ren. It was exactly A New Hope. And I was like, I'm sitting there going like, really? And when I saw the Star Killer, I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Fucking Star Killer. That's a lot of killing at once.
Yeah. It sucks up a star and then shoots a shitload of planets. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, really?
That's wild.
And so when Rogue One came out, I'm like, I don't want to fucking see it. You know, like, it's just going to be terrible. They fucked up Force Awakens. I don't want to see Rogue One. And then I started seeing what it was based on. Yeah. And I started seeing the reviews. I'm like, oh my God, these reviews are really good. And I started looking up the story. I'm like, oh, this looks really amazing. And so I went and saw it. And the whole time I'm like, this is what fucking Star Wars needs to be.
Oh, that's good.
It shows it's no longer black and white, like evil side and good side. Like it has like people that are on the good side that do fucked up shit.
Depth.
Yeah. It has depth.
Yeah.
Go fucking see it.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
I watched 13 Hours. Have you ever seen that? It's a new war movie. It's going to make you hate Hillary Clinton. Actually, it's not that new. It's probably about a year old with John Krasinski. You know who that is? He's in The Office. Do you know the TV show The Office?
Yeah.
He was Jim.
Oh, the main guy?
Yeah.
The guy that everyone liked and he married the secretary?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So he's like ripped, like fucking... like
he got big?
Huge. And everybody has beards. And they're these like... It's a true story about Benghazi. And they're these like contracted. They're not like in the military. They're contracted by the military to like.
I know of certain groups that do this.
To like protect.
They're merc groups. That's all they are. They're just mercenary groups.
So it just starts with him arriving there. There's already a group of guys that are there. He arrives. Everybody has big beards and facial hair. And then it's like it's hot there. And this is Benghazi, which I think is Africa. I don't know where Benghazi is. You know, who knows? It's like Narnia. And but you know, you've already heard.
I don't know where Benghazi is.
Exactly. You always heard with Hillary Clinton the whole Benghazi thing, right? Mm-hmm. And I never really knew what the fuck they were talking about. And they were talking about this movie. Well, not the movie, but the movie was about what they were talking about with her. And then all of a sudden, this American senator comes or whatever to Benghazi. So now they're supposed to like protect him. And then basically everything goes to shit really fast. And like they just get attacked. These like group of like 12 dudes just get attacked by like this army of fucking people trying to fuck them all up, right? Mm-hmm. So it's basically this whole like the Alamo kind of thing where they're just defending this building, just like kind of thing. Mm-hmm. It's an intense movie. And the thing is, there was like airfields like 20 minutes away with jets that were just parked. And apparently Hillary Clinton was the one that wouldn't like give the order for those jets to go help these guys, and kind of just let that happen, kind of thing. I don't want to spoil the movie.
I've heard the basic story of Benghazi, and it's like that she let them die. She didn't send support in.
Well, and they didn't all die, right? But
I thought everyone died in Benghazi.
Some of them died. No.
I thought they all died.
The American senator guy died.
He died?
Oh yeah. It was an intense movie. It was intense. It's like keeps you on the edge of your seat.
It's amazing how little.
And I watched it like Sunday morning, like 7 a.m. Bam.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. I was like, that's fucking sad. You know, because it gives you the whole backstory. Like, they're all, like, webcamming with, like, their daughters at home. Like, hi. Like, watching the baby walk kind of thing. I'm like, oh, these guys are going to get fucked up. When you see, when you see stuff like that.
Setting up the sad spots.
Yeah. When you see, and, like, he's talking on the phone to his wife, and she's like, I just want to let you know that I'm pregnant. I want you to come home. And he's like, oh, my God, another baby? And then I'm like, this guy's so fucked. Like, they're doing
that guy's dying.
Yeah.
He's fucking dying.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It was good. It was good, though. I also watched Suicide Squad. And, yeah.
They needed to take the Temptress out of it. I thought the Temptress was the worst part.
Witch?
The Witch.
So, what I think
they
is
should have had the Joker be the bad guy.
Yeah. I don't know. Here's what I thought. Because going into this, the problem with going into a movie like this is I've already heard everything about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've heard that there's no middle, there's just a beginning and an end, and people that said that were 100% correct. Because like 10 minutes left in the movie, like the guy that they're with, that was like the army guy who was kind of guiding them the whole time, was like still telling things about his past. Like 10 minutes left in the movie. I'm like, they're literally still like doing character development. You know what I mean? And but I thought that the characters were really strong. Really strong. I liked all the characters. However, I thought the way the whole thing played out was just dog shit terrible.
Yeah, the plot, whoever wrote the plot line wasn't very good, and
They're
think
just walking through a city and walking, talking, walking,
some fighting,
walking,
badass fighting,
and then more walking, and it's like, oh my god, dude.
yeah.
But
Well,
I thought
that's
the characters were strong.
Well, it's based off of a animated film called Assault on Arkham. That's what Suicide Squad is based off of, and there's no Temptress in that one. That's why I thought really fucked this movie was the Temptress whole
weird.
motif.
I didn't see that
You
coming.
know, it was definitely weird. I mean, granted, her character looked cool, and like, but you could take the Temptress out and then have the Joker replace her, and it'd be a completely different movie, and I think way more better.
Yeah, the cool thing about the Joker is that he's got. When you fight the Joker, you're fighting a bunch of his like minions. You know what I mean? You're not fighting like a spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, well, you're fighting a bunch of her minions too,
but they're all like,
googly-eyed, weird things that she kisses into submission, I guess. But that I felt that was the problem with it, and the fact that they cut so much out of Jared Leto's Joker, and people are like Jared Leto's Joker sucked. Well, you saw like 6 minutes of it total.
Yeah,
I think it would have been.
I thought he did great.
Yeah, the way he portrayed it was really cool. We just didn't get to see any depth to it.
I liked Will Smith's character. I liked the girl character. I liked the Mexican Diablo guy.
That guy was fucking awesome.
Who else was there? I didn't really like the bank robber guy, the Australian.
Oh, Boomerang,
kind of
got Boomerang, and then you had Croc,
the rock guy,
the crocodile dude.
Oh, the crocodile dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
He was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was. It could have been
It honestly
way
could
better.
have
It
just
could have
been
been way better.
It could have been like Will Smith, Harley Quinn, and the fucking Diablo guy.
So
You know.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I could see that. It definitely had its shortcomings.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it for entertainment value. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
As far as like,
I did
is this
too.
the best action movie I've ever seen?
No.
So, I mean, I think personally the best comic book hero movie that's come out, Guardians of the Galaxy.
There's another one coming.
Which one?
Guardians.
Oh, Guardians 2. That's coming next year. Ooh,
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy was amazing. I didn't know shit about the
I
Guardians.
wouldn't say.
I didn't know
think that
anything about them. When I went and saw this movie, and I'm like,
I didn't either.
this is fucking amazing.
I think the first Avengers was better than that.
Galaxy?
Yeah.
Is Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
The first Avengers movie.
No. First Avengers was really cool.
It was amazing.
So, but it
It
had
was
too
an
many,
amazing
it
film.
had too many of those moments of like, what are you doing? Stop it. You know, just
What? No.
I can't stand in movies sometimes where like the characters do something that's so obviously not a good idea. You know,
Okay.
where it's like,
Like horror movies.
what are you? Yeah.
With like the houses. Is anybody here?
Yeah, that shit. It's just like, what are
What are
you
you doing?
And then there
You
wouldn't
know
be
this
a
is
story.
Texas.
Yeah, like Lord of the Rings, like Gandalf could have gotten those eagles and grabbed the ring and then fucking flown over to Mordor and dropped it in. The story's done.
Yeah.
They're like, but then there wouldn't be a story. It's like,
Right.
that's true. So
Fuck.
they're good
fucking-
movies.
Yeah.
What? There's one that's I saw the new Harry Potter one that was set in America.
Oh,
That was
Fantastic Beasts.
And Where to Find Them. That was really
Yeah.
entertaining. I really liked
You watched
that.
it?
Yeah, of course I
Wow.
saw it. I really like Harry Potter universe.
Yeah, but
It was really cool. I really enjoyed it. The way they portrayed American wizards was fucking weird.
I couldn't watch that.
So it was definitely interesting though. And then there's a one that I want to see that my friends keep talking about, but I haven't seen it yet. It's called Hell or High Water, I think.
Never heard
It's a
of
Western. It has Jeff Bridges and
it. John
What?
Cusack,
no, I don't know.
John Voight,
No,
Angelina Jolie.
no. I'm just trying to remember it, but it got like one of the highest rating to like tomato, like Rotten Tomato ratings
yeah.
ever. So I think it was like 98% tomato, like Rotten Tomatoes
Wow.
rating, and it's pretty amazing. I can't wait to go see it.
I watched
or
this.
Watch it.
I watched this other movie called Deepwater Horizon. Now, this movie is not a good movie. However, it's a true story it's with Mark Wahlberg and Kurt Russell and Kate Hudson. and it's a true story behind the oil rig disaster that started the whole BP spill in the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh shit!
And it was very stressful and very frustrating for me to watch.
How so?
It's just a lot of oil life industry kind of thing, which I used to be involved in. So they're using all kinds of lingo and stuff like that. And then like stuff starts to go wrong and like bad signs pop up and they just kind of ignore them kind of thing. So I'm just like, it was all really frustrating.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, it is fucking sad.
You're like, I see it fucking coming.
Yeah. It's like, and it's a true story. So I went and read about it afterwards, and it's like there's an oil rig in the Gulf of Mexico called Deepwater Horizon that's ran by Transocean, right? Which I used to own stocks in after the whole BP thing. I own stocks in Transocean. But the rig is owned by Transocean, but BP is like kind of leasing it to drill, right? Mm-hmm. And they're drilling deep in the ocean.
I don't know how the hell they drill like that.
Dude, if you watch it, I don't know how they fucking do it either. Because on the bottom of the rig, on each of the four sides of it, kind of, there's like propellers like a boat. So literally, there's a girl on it who's like driving it and like keeping it in one kind of spot, kind of thing. Because like as shit starts to go bad, she's like trying to keep it like over this X kind of thing, like moving it around, and it shows underwater like these big props and shit. I'm like, how the fuck do they do this? It's crazy. And all the guys who are like working around the pipe under them is just like raging fucking waters, like splashing up. I'm like, that's nuts, dude.
That's intense.
But and so BP owns it, and there was BP executives on this rig, right? And even the vice president of BP was there like 2 hours before the accident, presenting the lead guy in charge at Transocean with a safety medal for 7 years of safety. Literally 2 hours before. That's a true story. And then he's off on the plane.
That's just karma.
Yeah, and like
Fuck.
And like what happened was like there's rotating crews, like there's like 3 different shifts, right? Mm-hmm. So one shift of guys leaves, the next shift comes on, which is Mark Wahlberg and Kurt Russell, and they're like the guys who are ready to like do the real work. When the guys before were just there to like test to make sure it's good. They get there, turns out the guys before didn't really finish a lot of these tests to make sure it was good. And the BP executives were there, and they're like, we're 43 days behind schedule, and this is like $hundreds of millions into this shit. We need to go. Like, we need to get this shit going. We're 43 days behind schedule. And Kurt Russell's like, we haven't done the proper tests yet. I'm not okay in this. I'm not pushing the button on this. We haven't done the tests. We're going to do the tests. So then they do these tests, like pressure tests, right? Mm-hmm. And they come back questionable, right? They don't come back bad. They don't come back good. They come back pretty questionable. And the BP guys are like, okay, we're going. We're doing this. We need to fucking start making money. Like, we're way behind. And Kurt Russell's like, he's in a tough spot. He's like, I don't know. He's like, fine. You guys want to do it? Fucking do it. Like, but know that I'm not like behind you guys on this, but you want to do it? Fine. We'll do it. And then it's just like, bang! Like, fucking oil just flies sky high, like, into the sky. Fucking, like, it just throws guys around. Like, 11 people died during that accident. And because those BP guys were like, fuck safety, we need
fucking money.
Yeah, money.
Corporate shit.
Yeah, exactly. And the BP guys didn't die.
Fuck safety. We're losing money.
So 11 people died on that. The rest, and sucks. Then oil spraying for like 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, just oil. And then inevitably, spark comes from somewhere. So now the whole thing's just up in flames. Up in flames, like people fucking burning alive, They end up all escaping. This is a true story, so yeah, maybe I'm spoiling it or not. But
Hollywood probably really, really embellished a little bit.
Yeah. Like Mark Wahlberg was the last to get off, and he was like, he wanted to jump, but there was like fire in the water, so he had to get up really high and be like, and jump over the flames, kind of thing. And then they all got off, except for the 11 people who died, and the BP execs got off. So then at the end of the movie, it's like 2 BP execs who gave this kind of go-ahead were charged with manslaughter for murdering, basically causing the deaths of these 11 men on this thing. And then 5 years later, they were dismissed of all charges.
Yep, because they got fucking money. They've got money.
And you're like, fuck, because you're really connected to those characters too. Because like before it blows up, Mark Wahlberg's all like webcamming with Kate Hudson, like, oh, I love you. Like, show me the little girl. Like, oh, yeah, honey, let me help you with your homework over the thing. So you're like, oh, this guy's going to die again.
He's got a loving child. They're all going to die. Fuck.
When they start doing that in the movie, they're dead. But he didn't die. That was a stressful movie. But it wasn't like...
That does sound stressful.
It wasn't like the best movie. You know those disaster movies aren't never really the best. Like Day After Tomorrow or San Andreas with The Rock. They're never like the best movies. They're just kind of entertaining.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because they embellished the disaster.
Yeah.
You know,
It's all Hollywood
I think,
disaster.
but they are entertaining as far as
Yeah.
like story quality. Maybe not so much.
You're right.
Entertainment value. Yeah, I won't be bored. So,
But I think it's good to make those kind of movies about the true shit like that.
yeah,
Because and then I was reading about it, like how the reception was, and it didn't do well in too many theaters around the country, but it did like it overperformed in the theaters that are around the Gulf of Mexico. So all those people, I'm sure, were fully aware of the story because it was like a couple miles off the fucking coast,
yeah,
and they were the ones that wanted to see it. So it was good that they made it for them.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it'd be interesting. You know, you have this.
fucking nuts.
You have all this stuff, you know, talking about movies and being on new events. You have the situation over in Syria and Aleppo that's been going on. You know,
Aleppo.
the retaking of Aleppo by the Syrian army, taken away from the rebels.
Okay,
And
I've heard about this. I've heard this word.
yeah, and like people are now posting like this is something like they're gonna make a movie of this in like 10 years. And it's like never
Oh,
forget
yeah.
Aleppo, and people are gonna be like, how the hell did we let that happen? Like this is never gonna happen
Yeah.
again. It's like it's fucking happening and no one gives a shit. Like no one fucking cares.
Well, no one's gonna care until the movie.
So no one's gonna care.
I
till
didn't
the
know
movie.
about Deepwater Horizon or Benghazi until I watched the movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then because of Aleppo, we have stuff that's been happening in the news all week. You had that guy freaking shot the Russian ambassador in Turkey.
On the camera.
Yeah, and he's yelling like something like we died in Aleppo, you die here.
Yeah.
You know, all that kind of stuff. It's like fuck, like this like it's just going World War III is fucking coming.
that's a different
It is
world.
fucking coming.
I don't know if it's coming.
It is fucking coming.
Dude, if
Because
you
one
listen to
thing-
enough news, you're gonna think that it's coming.
Well, no, it's just like you have to realize like the signs. Like there are countries that owe a lot of other countries a lot of money right now.
Yes.
And you have ones that are getting to the level of power where they can go
yes.
and they can take stuff if they want to.
Right?
But
But
you
how many
know-
people are gonna let someone go take something?
Well, that's the thing. No one wants a war to happen, but it happens. And we're all like, oh, we're evolved and we're past it now. World War II was awful and Vietnam was horrible and Iraq is dumb. Like, it would never happen like that again. You fucking kidding me? We're the same as we were then. We just have more deadly weapons.
Yeah.
We have a better ability to communicate internationally.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, we are now more prepped to start a world war than we were when we actually had the world wars.
I don't think so.
I don't want it to happen.
I
Do
don't
I think
it's
it
gonna
will happen? Yes, I think it will happen. Because there's no way humanity can stay in a peaceful situation like we are now.
We're not now.
So
You just described fucking tragic things that are happening.
tragic
violence.
things that it like are the precursors to something large.
Maybe.
my
Think about how
opinion.
long
It's
ago
gonna happen.
World War II was.
I'm sure the people in Rome said the same thing. They're like, this is never going to happen. We're never going to have to worry about those barbarians again. We
Yeah.
freaking whooped their asses last time. Fuck that shit. People in the Roman Empire thought it was going to last for fucking ever. It didn't.
It lasted longer than us. But think about how
Yeah,
long
dude.
ago World War II was and how many things you could say were signs since then. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Well, we've had a,
A
lot.
lot.
We've
We had a
had-
fucking wars between then and now.
Yeah, we
but
have.
it's not a world
but
war.
we haven't had large powers going
No, we
against
haven't.
each other, which is what I think is happening. You have Russia coming, you have China coming, and you have America.
Mm-hmm.
And I think those are going to be, and they're going to have a bunch of little tag-alongs. Like, I wouldn't be fucking surprised if they have a bunch of little tag-alongs. And I'll tell you this: if Russia and China hold hands and come at us, we are fucked. Like, bleh.
Yeah, I know. But I don't think they would do that.
So, I hope they don't do
Maybe Russia. I don't think China would do
it.
that.
Why wouldn't China do it?
Don't they need us?
No,
Well,
we
shit.
owe them a fuck ton of money. And
That's
if
why
they're-
they need us.
If they're not going to get it, they're just going to take our shit and they're going to export our shit and they'll make their money back that way.
Yeah, I guess. That's true. That's true.
And if they have Russia to help them, fuck.
But if someone owes me money and I just kill them, then I'm never going to get my money back.
That's why I'm saying, if you're not going to give them some, if let's say a guy you know lends you a bunch of money and you don't fucking pay him back.
Fuck
Well,
him.
he's like, oh, well,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
he comes to your house and he takes your TVs, he takes your computers, he takes your couches, he takes your car, and he sells all of it.
Uh-huh.
Now he's made what he was owed and some.
Interesting. Well, if
And
he's going to have to...
and he can still sell your fucking house. That's what I'm saying. Like, if they're not going to get the money from our government, then they're just going to take the fucking country,
Just got it.
fuck the government, and take all the shit from there.
That's shitty.
It is shitty, and
I don't know if it's gonna happen,
It is
though.
possible. As far-fetched as it sounds,
Yeah.
it's fucking possible.
Anything's possible, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
I hope it doesn't happen soon. I hope I'm dead before it happens.
Me too.
So
Me too. So we got a listener question.
let's hear it.
All right.
Let's hear it.
This listener wants to remain anonymous.
Anonymous.
So here's the question.
Incognito.
Do you think that people who only earn certificates or 2-year program degrees deserve to walk/celebrate just like 4+ year degrees? I ask this because I've noticed in my college years and experience everyone shames the 2-year or certification people. Right? They said that they were just a part of a college graduation, and like of all the people that walked, which were like hundreds of people, only 4 people that had earned 2-year degrees or certifications walked, and the rest of the people that were enrolled in those programs didn't walk.
Why didn't?
Because they said that they felt ashamed of that degree, and that probably the other people felt the same way as well.
Oh man. So what's the? Should I?
Do you
Should
think
they
they
be
should be able
ashamed?
to? Do you think they should be ashamed, and do you think they should be able to walk/celebrate?
No.
Yeah, I don't think they
I
should be
don't
ashamed.
think they should be ashamed at all. Should they
Fuck
be able to
no.
walk and celebrate? Fuck yeah. Who gives a fuck? They paid
That's what I'm
they
saying.
paid for their tuition. They did their homework. They
Yeah.
did their work. They just didn't happen to do it as long as you did.
Yeah,
That's like saying a person with a bachelor's degree should be ashamed because somebody has their master's or their doctorate.
yeah, true.
Really? Fuck you.
Yeah,
So I'm doing
even a
what I'm doing.
certification, like
Even
the
a certification. Because you're having to pay
doctors-
for it and you're having to do the test.
doctors and people with certification should be walking side by side. Equals, you're saying, in this perfect society?
I'm confused. Like, what are you asking?
Like they should all be able to walk at a graduation.
Yes, they're
Okay.
they're graduated for that year. That's all graduation is. Is like that
Yeah.
class is graduated. They are done with their requirements. They have received their certificate, their diploma, their doctorate, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should be able to walk.
Yeah, I agree.
Why not?
I don't know.
So now, I don't know why you would be ashamed.
I don't either.
That doesn't make fucking sense.
Yeah, be
If you
proud.
got an associate's degree, you got an associate's degree. Fuck those people.
A lot of
If
people
anyone
don't have that.
If someone snubs you, they're like, I have a bachelor's degree and you have an
Oh,
associate's. I'd be like,
Uh,
fuck you.
do you even know about psychology?
How would you understand? You only
Yeah.
had 2 years. Obviously, they have different levels of experience.
There's levels.
So the only time where you're going to be dealing with a problem with the difference between associates and a bachelor's and master's and a doctorate is in a hiring field.
Right.
Obviously, they're going to hire somebody who has more education than somebody who doesn't.
Absolutely.
So that's nothing to be ashamed of, though.
Yeah, but you should you know,
Enjoy that moment.
yeah,
Fucking pop some champagne.
pop
have a good
bottles.
time. Do it.
Yeah,
Go for it. Don't
sure.
feel shame.
For sure.
And anyone that shames somebody for that
Mhm.
should go fuck themselves because they think they're important and they're really not.
Yeah.
So,
When are you leaving? February?
yeah, February.
February. Okay.
I gotta lose some fat,
Yeah, you do.
man. I've been eating better.
Good.
This is the most I've drinking in a while.
Good.
So, but I'm trying to cut out processed foods like breads. I'm trying to get rid of breads. I'm just trying to, if anything grew, I can eat it. So
Marijuana. Corn. You can eat corn?
I can definitely, if it's corn on the cob, I
Oh,
fucking
fuck.
eat it. Fucking can eat. No, but I can
walked
eat.
right into
I can
that.
eat meat. I can eat vegetables. I can eat like nuts
Sugar?
and stuff. I'm trying to cut sugar out so much, which is why this is bad because this fucking has 23 grams of sugar. Do you know what your daily
220 calories.
fuck? And I've had 2.
Dude.
Well, I've
No.
what have I had today? I've had
I had Subway.
I've had like 3 or 4 eggs for this morning and a thing of orange juice. I had
Oh, orange juice is not good for you.
so it's not bad.
Not good.
It's not good. Well, it's not bad. I would say on the level on the scale of bad to good, it's somewhere in the middle because it has a lot of sugar, but whatever. No, it's better than drinking a fucking soda
Absolutely. Or one of
So-
these.
or one of these.
February.
So-
What do you think I should do? I'm trying to think of what I want to do show-wise, right?
I've actually been talking to some people.
And here's the thing that I've realized in my ponderings about this over the past week or two. I realized that there's become a major difference between the things that I can do and the things that I want to do, right? Can I find somebody and do a show, 2-person show with them? Yes, I can. Could I find 2 people and do a 3-person show? I can. It's possible.
You have to get more equipment.
I would have to get more equipment, but I can do that. Can I do a show where it's just me by myself and I have a different person on like every week? You know, can I do that? Yes, I can do that. Do I want to do those things? I don't know.
You're going to miss me, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
I'm going to miss you too.
Do I want to do those things? I don't know if I want to do them or not. But I feel like I want to do it in some capacity. I don't know what the fuck to do.
Why don't you try?
And I had a show end before in April it ended, my last show, and then we started in like December. That's how long it took me to kind of crave it again, right? So there's probably going to be a period of that, yet I don't know what I want to do.
Try all 3. Just do one with just you, do one with a couple friends, and then do one with one friend, or do it with a guest, and then that way you can see like, oh, that was fun. I liked doing it by myself.
I don't know if I want to keep doing it how I'm doing it.
How do you want to change it?
I don't know. I need to think about it. And do
you want to become more specific with topics?
I feel like that would be a lot harder.
No.
I feel like that may be
Especially
more...
if you pick a topic that's always evolving, like music.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to talk for 2 hours or an hour or whatever we're at now.
Fucking... And I thought for like 2 days literally about a show where it's always me and then I have somebody else sort of from my life or from, you know, basically anywhere come in for each different show. Sort of like a Joe Rogan thing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know how good that would be because I'm not... It takes a while to get a good like rapport down with somebody, right? A while. And you wouldn't have that.
Well, it's all about you got to be good at like carrying on a conversation. Like Chris Hardwick,
yeah,
he's one of the guys I love to listen to on The Nerdist, and he doesn't interview the same person all the time. Like he interviews someone different almost every episode. Granted, he has comebacks, like people that come back.
Of course.
But
it's like
he's like able to.
I don't want to interview.
Keep the conversation going. He doesn't. That's the thing that doesn't feel like a fucking interview.
Yeah.
Like it literally feels like 2 people that have just met and they're starting to get to know each other.
Really?
And they switch back and forth because an interview is more like, "Oh, what do you do with this? Okay, what's your favorite color?
Yeah.
Blah,
so
blah, blah. There's
when
no,
you were writing
there's
your
no
first
trade
book,
back.
yeah,
there's no trade back.
Right.
Or
I listened to that episode about the thing you sent me, the podcast.
What do you think?
I thought it was good. Did you hear them mention Gary Vee in it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good catch.
Yeah, Self-Made Man. It's a good podcast.
I've never listened to it, but I enjoyed.
He's got a lot of good people on there.
I enjoyed that episode. It was all right.
Yeah, I saw it and I thought of it. I'm like, oh, Brad's got to fucking see this.
Yeah.
So
I liked it because it was more. It wasn't so much to like somebody who's like, "What's a podcast?" That kind of episode wasn't for them. It was kind of for the people who already kind of knew a thing or two.
Yeah, that have been doing podcasts.
Yeah,
and he's talking to somebody that has millions of viewers.
Yeah.
Jordan Harbinger.
Yeah, that guy.
Off of Art of Charm. I love
Art.
That's crazy. So, but
I don't know, dude.
I think you should try all 3. Just just try different styles, and then if you find one that you like really like, just try it a little bit more. If you keep this up though, when I come back to visit, because I'll be coming around a lot, because there's a lot of family. Nicole has a lot of family in town, and I have a lot of friends here now.
Yeah,
I'll do an episode with
Absolutely.
you. When I come back, we'll do an episode
for sure. So, but I don't know. We'll have to see. It's to be decided. I just don't know what I want to do. There's things that I can do, but just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it. Like when I was a line cook in a restaurant, I was a good line cook, right? But I don't. That doesn't mean I want to do it. Just because I'm good at it doesn't mean I should do it.
Then you should do something you want to do, and if it's something you have to work at to get good, that's the payoff. You'll see yourself get better.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
But if you stay shit, then you know that that's not one of your callings. Like I'm never going to be a ballet dancer. No matter how much I want to be able to jump and twirl and be flexible like those people.
For sure.
I'm never going to be one. So,
I don't know.
What are like some ideas, though, that you've had?
Just those things.
Just those? Just either by yourself, with guests, or with multiple people?
Uh-huh. I'm almost, I don't know if I really want to just jump into just me and somebody else doing a show.
Like we did?
Yeah. No, I mean like immediately after you're done.
After I leave.
Yeah.
Because I've had people ask, they're like, what's going to happen when you leave? I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know.
He's like, I thought about doing this. I'm like, talk to him. What's he going to say? You can say yes or no. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but I've been thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's coming to a close.
I don't know.
We got like 8.
It's a lot.
Episodes left.
Yeah.
So we'll be at 50. We will be 50 episodes.
Good.
So
that's good.
That's a good number.
Do you know what these Hatchimal things are?
Hatchimal?
Yeah.
As we look at Edward Norton's
So here's the thing. I don't know what they are either.
Hatchimal?
They're-
It looks like some kind of animal that's in an egg.
They're apparently like the hottest fucking present of this Christmas season,
Oh God.
right? And they're like multiple hundreds of dollars.
So you have to warm it up. They're hundreds of dollars?
Yeah, like we'll see how much they cost.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's like an egg, basically, that sort of hatches a toy for you, and I don't think you'd know what the toy is going to be, or maybe you do. These little girls seem very, very...
Oh, this shit's gonna run out of excitement
In love.
so soon.
Dude, you
no
know what-
way. This is ridiculous. This is like those. You remember Furbies? You remember Furbies back in the day?
Yeah.
It's like this, where it's like the excitement's like, this is really cool. This is cool, and then like a week later, the thing's laying in the corner.
Yeah, for sure.
So-
For some reason, I thought they were a little more technologically advanced than this.
yeah, that looks pretty damn cheap.
Just because of the price.
Well, it looks like they have some kind of reactors and stuff like that. Like they react to motion and everything. I wonder how they make it hatch, because it looked like she had to like rub it or something.
yeah.
Like, is it like heat? Do you have to like apply heat to the damn thing?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, how's it work? Is there like a little button on the bottom where you poke the button and then the egg starts hatching? And it's like, it's hatching. I poked the button.
It's hatching. You know what ran out of steam? Pokemon Go.
Oh, yeah, it
Yeah,
did.
dude.
It was like, what?
After like a
Boom.
month, like every month that went by, they lost like half their users. Half their users.
Well, I think it's because it was just like that game, Pokemon Snap. Do you remember that game?
Holy shit, yeah.
What?
Wait,
What this woman's talking about? A pink speckled spectacular hatching.
was it a...
Yeah,
You
so
see
I
that?
think you have to like touch it or some shit. So look at her. She's getting all excited about this toy. Oh, no.
Oh, her
Oh,
hand
God.
is so big.
Oh, it's moving around inside the egg. Don't shake it. Don't shake the egg. It's
Dude.
looking.
This is the hot shit.
See, this is the thing, though. The whole excitement about this toy is the egg
Anticipation.
hatching. It's the anticipation, the egg
yeah,
hatching.
dude. Yeah.
That's all this is. Yeah, see how it's moving? The pinch, pinch, pinch. Little motorized.
So you must know when it's
Pecking.
going to hatch.
You can probably time it. Look at that shit. She's fucking like,
Because
slap it.
you'd-
Slap the egg.
Oh my god, dude.
Slap the damn egg. Slap it.
Because you'd want to be home when it fucking hatches. That's the thing.
Well, I think it's something that like you can make it hatch. Like maybe you have to activate it. Like maybe that's why she's like patting it and like shaking it and like you have to rub it.
I can't handle these white people.
Oh, it's looking through. It's like that scene
Dude, it
in
takes
Jurassic.
like 10 minutes.
It's like that scene in Jurassic Park, man, where the fucking dinosaur like pokes out,
Yeah.
comes out. It's like everyone's like, "What?" It's the unveiling. It's the mystery. It's like, what's it gonna look like? What's it gonna do? Don't help it. Don't help it.
Don't help it.
You gotta let it get it out. No, it's survival. Don't help it. This is how it gets strong. No.
Dude, that is some weird shit.
Yeah, I think the thing
Is-
pokes it.
How do you pronounce
I
that?
think it pokes it. Hatchimals.
Hatchimals?
Yeah, it's like hatch animals. Hatchimals.
Hatch animals. Animal. Hatchimals.
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 Yeah.
I don't know
That's
how to pronounce
weird. That's a weird toy. That reminds me of the Furbies and stuff from way back. How much does one of those fuckers cost?
I think it's a couple $100. 140,
Holy
190,
shit.
165,
What?
130. It's a lot, man.
That's fucking incredible. That's a lot of money for that thing.
Yeah.
Dude, you see, go down.
You got to get your kid one.
No, I'm not getting my kid
I'm
one.
just
Are you
kidding.
fucking kidding me? Go down, keep going. Pie Face. Have you seen that game?
No.
Talk about like creating a sense of fucking anxiety in a kid.
Maybe I have seen it.
It's like Russian roulette, but it's with that little pie thing. And so
Yeah.
what you do is you click it, click, and you have your face there, and the thing's gonna whop up in your face, and you click it, and it's like, oh, okay, turn it to somebody, and you have to spin. I think you have to spin something.
Oh.
It's like you have to have 3 clicks, and it's like, click. Oh,
Gotcha.
You get it, and then click. And it's like, click, and you pass it, and it's just it's getting fucking closer and closer.
It's like Jack in the Box thing.
Yeah, and then they'll like,
Da-da-da,
pop, and you're like,
da-da-da.
it got me. And it's,
Jesus Christ.
it looks like a fun game, but I was thinking, like, man, what a way to create a sense of anxiety in a person.
Yeah.
It's like, it's got to fucking go when it's on me.
Did you see that video of the football player hitting that girl?
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of people talking about
we talked
that.
about this. Now, I have a weird stance on this. I don't think.
So there was this
I
like
don't-
blonde girl kind of that was
Yeah, they've seen
in a restaurant with this black college football player,
Mm-hmm.
and she started like punching him, right?
Like pushing
Bah, bah,
him.
bah,
She
bah, bah,
actually
bah.
didn't do much. She pushed him and she was starting to kind of slap him.
Yeah.
And he just right hooked her, just wham,
Bam.
fucking nailed her. And like I thought he fucking knocked her out. Apparently he broke some bones, which is not okay. Now is it okay
He
for?
broke her face.
Yeah, like he broke her fucking face. That's not okay. That's fucking wrong. Like that guy should be in fucking prison for that shit. So yeah, Joe
Really?
Mixon. I think he fucking assaulted.
What?
He,
This-
like, he
this is
literally-
not what I would think you would think about this.
Well, because I have a different stance on this kind of stuff. So yeah, like he fucking, and he doesn't just like, look, she comes in and accosts him. Wait, does she? Yeah. Fucking talking shit to him.
Oh, there he is. Oh, Jesus.
Well, that's skipping. Why are you skipping?
Okay,
We're
it's not
watching.
skipping.
Okay, guys, for listen audio, we're watching. It's like, oh man,
Oh, she didn't do much.
yeah, she didn't do nothing. Like she did not deserve that. Like, and it looks like he came in and like was starting some shit. Damn, see, that's fucked up. I
That
don't
guy
think it's okay. Yeah,
You don't think it's okay for a man to hit a woman? Is what you're saying.
I don't think it's okay for a man to beat down a woman.
What
No,
if you have to
that's fine.
defend yourself?
That's fine. If you have to defend yourself, defend yourself. And a lot of people don't agree with me. And you know what? Personally, I think this is where it's fucked up, where like women think they can get away with hitting or slapping a man because he's, quote, not going to hit back.
Yeah.
I think they get carried away and they go crazy for it. I've seen it. I've seen it happen in public where like a chick will be like spitting in a dude's face and slapping him, and
Yeah,
he's just
yeah, yeah.
standing there taking it.
Yeah.
That's fucking bullshit.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you should accept the consequences that happen. So
Right.
like if a chick comes at me and is just wailing or spitting on me, I'm gonna fucking shove her away and I'm gonna try and get her out of the situation.
Yeah. Like you've seen Jay-Z on the elevator.
I haven't seen that one. But
Really?
like what he did here, where he just straight up, he didn't push her away. Like he fucking knocked her out. I think that's not okay. And I'm surprised he's not in prison.
It's
So-
hard. It's not the best quality. Plus, there's a giant fucking TMZ logo over it.
Yeah, fucking TMZ.
Jay-Z, security,
Who's that?
Beyonce's sister.
Why is she hitting on him?
I don't know.
Yeah, how that chick was going, like that's not fucking okay.
He didn't hit her.
No, he didn't hit her. He fucking held himself together. He had a security to
Beyonce.
do it for him. So that's awesome. Yeah, but see, this is the stuff we have. Like we're perpetuating this idea that it's okay for one sex to abuse another, which is totally fucking wrong. No person should hit another person unless it's absolutely fucking called for.
Yeah, you
It's
shouldn't
like-
hit people.
Like this whole like in the movies where like the guy says something, the chick just slaps him. It's like no.
You shouldn't hit
And
people.
I've had that happen to me where I've been
Yeah.
slapped and like, you don't say that. It's
So
like,
have I.
I was like, you fucking kidding me? Don't touch me. Like, who the fuck do you think you are?
I
I don't
laughed.
agree if you don't agree with me, but don't fucking touch me.
Remember the story where I was really, really drunk in like the lower floor of a club on the dance floor, and the girl was like, I ran into this girl that I hadn't seen in a long time, and I was like, hey, you look just like you did back in the day. And then she was just like, what? Bam! And I was like, oh, what? Like, what the hell did I say?
Yeah. I'd
And then
be
she
like,
walked away,
"Excuse
and my
me?"
buddy was like, dude, you were staring at her boobs when you said that.
Oh,
And I was like, what? No, I wasn't. And he was like, yeah, you were, dude. That's why she hit you.
so even
like,
then,
"What?"
that's not okay. You can't hit somebody just because they do something you don't like.
You shouldn't.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Yeah,
Granted, there's
you shouldn't.
very
However,
extreme circumstances.
you shouldn't go up and fucking start poking a bear with a stick and then be surprised when he turns around and fucking bites your face.
Exactly.
You can't be
That's
surprised.
what I'm fucking saying. So do I promote abuse of women? Fuck
Yes.
no, I do not.
Oh, okay, no.
Do I promote women abusing men? Fuck no.
No.
I do not. Do I believe defending yourself and removing yourself from a situation? Yes. So if I was as me,
Yeah.
if I'm in a situation where a woman comes up on me and starts shoving and hitting me and assaulting me,
Yeah.
I'm fucking shoving her away and I'm getting out of there. I'm fucking getting her away from
There's like
me.
only so many kind of strikes that I feel like me can take before I have to do something.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So, but
I
that
if-
Joe Mixon video, that fucker should be in prison. Watching that video,
yeah.
like even
She didn't do
when I
much.
just saw the little clip, because I didn't see the whole thing. I just saw the little clip where she's pushing and it's like going to slap him, and he doesn't like push her away. Like he
No, he doesn't.
spins back
Yeah, he
and
does.
fucking full power wallops her in the side of the head. That I was like, that's not fucking okay. That's not right.
Yeah.
Push her away from you. Get her away from you. That's not okay.
Yeah.
But take this
feel
as a
you.
lesson, women. You don't have the right to hit a man.
No.
I don't care if you fucking said something that you upset you or
Yeah.
you just feel like you're justified.
Yeah.
You don't have the right to hit a fucking man.
It's not just a free
and a
punching
man
bag.
sure as fuck doesn't have the right to hit you.
No.
So,
Yeah, I agree.
but can you defend yourself? Yes.
Yes.
I think you can.
Yeah.
Gender equality. Fucking
Wow.
bitch about it. See what happens.
Yeah. We go back and forth on this show.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you thought I'd be okay? Yeah, Joe Mixon, knock that bitch out. Fucking break her teeth in. She's
Yeah.
fucking... No.
I thought you come in wearing a Joe Mixon shirt. I thought that's what you had under the thing.
Nope, fucking Spartan,
Oh, okay.
man. Boom. Fucking Spartan. You can't see it because of the mic?
That's cool.
Those fuckers crazy, man.
What are you doing for Christmas?
Hanging out with family. Try not to eat so much that I
Spokane?
fucking feel like a fat fuck.
Spokane?
No,
Oh,
I'll be up here.
fucking Roman. You know, Roman is going to go float on New Year's Eve.
Oh, is he?
Him and his wife. They got a hotel room.
Tell her to watch her purse. Fuck. Don't drop it.
Oh, yeah.
Nicole dropped hers in
Phone.
the fucking thing. Ruined her whole experience. So
They're getting a hotel room. They're going out to dinner. They're going to go float.
that's going to be
He's so stoked.
good. He should be. It's
Fuck
going to be
yeah.
fucking amazing.
I need to do it again.
Yeah. You know what I want to do next?
Cryotherapy. That's what I want to do.
No.
Yes.
I can do that today. Just go
What?
outside. I can go.
Oh,
I
no,
can take
that's
off my
some
shit and go
bullshit.
lay in the snow. It's going to feel just the same.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Cryotherapy is like negative 250.
I know, but I guess, yeah, you can only be in there for like 3 minutes if you're like go hard motherfucker
Yeah.
from what Joe Rogan says.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know, though. This cryotherapy is like,
I wanna do
I want to do the polar bear plunge, though. Yeah. Fucking talk about cold, bitch.
Dude, you know when it's like the beginning of June and you're trying to go to the lake because other people are and you're like standing like knee deep in the water and you're like, holy shit, this shit is way too cold.
Yeah.
And you're like, I just got to jump in. That's too cold for me.
Yeah, but this is different because this is the
No,
concept.
it's not. It's worse.
No, well, no, because I'm not looking at it because I'm a puss when it comes to cold water too.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to like instantaneous experiences, I can do it. So like
No,
I'm
with the
telling
other way.
I'm telling myself, I'm like, you're gonna jump in, and you're gonna get the fuck right out, and you're gonna get a towel on, you're getting some hot cocoa. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Not it's gonna be cold and you're gonna swim around and hopefully it'll get warmer. No,
But
you
it
jump
gets
in,
cold-
and you're gonna fucking jump back out.
Yeah, but no, you jump in, it feels cold, so you jump in, which you know is going to be cold, but then all of a sudden when you're in, it feels like it's going to be a lot colder when you get out, and it is. It's like getting out of the shower. You're fucking cold.
Oh yeah, I know that. You're like, oh fuck, I don't want to get out.
You know, polar bear plunge. Go do it
I'm
right
gonna
now.
I'm gonna fucking do it. No, I want to do it with a bunch of people. I'm not. I'm not brave enough to do it by myself.
You need the peer.
just for shits
You need
and
the
gig-
peer pressure.
No, I need the peer experience. It's like misery loves company.
See, I have no problem saying no to peer pressure. I'm going to be standing there in my bathing suit, and everyone's going to jump, and I'm going to be standing there and be like, no.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not going to like say I'm not going to do it. I'm going to say I'm going to do it
Yeah.
as long as you motherfuckers do it with me.
Dude.
So that's what I'm going to do.
There was that. I saw a video of these little Russian kids running around in the snow dumping cold water on themselves. They do this in Russia. And they tell the kids that it promotes their immune systems and their health, which I think it does.
Russian kids snow water.
Yes.
Killer cold snap can't.
Yeah, I saw this video on Facebook. It's like these fucking Russian kids, these white kids. This is some white people shit, jumping in cold water and snow and shit. Fucking.
White people shit. Like you aren't fucking white.
So look, air negative 14 Celsius. That's cold, right? That's really cold. And these kids do this, like run around and play. When I snowbathe, I don't get sick. And I'm not afraid of cold. These kids got some freaking guts. That's weird, huh? Oh, Russian and Ukrainian. When temperatures drop below
Holy
freezing,
fuck.
hot sauna comes first. First we get warm, then run outside in the snow.
That girl's got bad teeth. Afterwards, okay, so everyone who's not watching this, we're watching this video, and it's like kids from the age of like 4 up to like 6 or 7. They're in a sauna, they're in their underwear, and they're running around in the fucking
And
snow.
they're all
Now,
white.
it's not too deep. And then they got teachers running around bikinis with them. It's not so bad. And they're all white, obviously, because they're all Russian and Ukrainian.
Yeah, dude. Crazy.
Yeah, and this kid's saying when I snowbathe, I don't get sick.
Right.
And I'm not afraid of the cold.
It is good for you.
It's a practice in some Russian Ukrainian schools when temperatures drop below freezing. This is fucking nuts. Like, I like the cold, but this is a whole new fucking level. But a hot sauna comes first. What was the next thing?
They're all like rubbing their face and neck in the sauna. They're all going like
they're all
this.
getting the circulation going.
Yeah.
Afterwards, the kids drink hot herbal tea. I wonder how long they're out.
That's not warm water.
It's warm enough that it's making it steam.
It's cold water, though. Oh,
Plus
25 degrees Celsius. That's
yeah.
hot.
Yeah, so it's warm. It's steaming. So it's warm enough to warm them up.
It said -4 degrees Celsius. How fucking cold is that?
That's 20s? I don't know the
just do it
Celsius
that
to
way?
Shit. It's the Celsius to Fahrenheit. 24 degrees. Yeah, so I was
That's
close.
cold.
Yeah, that's fucking cold. That's colder than it is now.
It's cold to be naked, fucking basically.
But what's
naked out
25 Celsius? What's 25 Celsius water? So we're math, education in America. No, take out that negative. 77. So it's kind of how the lake is in July.
there. Kinda.
So it's kind of warm. August. It's still cold. That's intense. That's fucking boss.
It is good for you though. That's why people do cryotherapy and shit. Heat shock proteins, and it
Heat
helps
shock
you lose your.
proteins?
It helps you lose weight too.
What is heat shock proteins?
It's like this. It's like I don't know, dude.
You just fucking told me.
I heard
What is it?
I heard a doctor talk about it.
What
It's
is
like,
it? Look it up.
It's like sitting in a sauna,
Everyone, we're
jumping
gonna-
in cold.
No, look it up right now. We're going to tell everyone what heat shock proteins are because I fucking don't know what they are. Heat shock protein. Stress and heat shock proteins. The highly conserved heat shock proteins, or HSPs, are that thing. What is that? God damn it.
It's like constitution.
Constitutively, whatever, expressed and function as molecular chaperones,
Chaperones.
which facilitate the God damn it! I read a lot. Synthesis and foldings of proteins. They are They also participate in protein assembly, export, turnover, and regulation. So it just helps you process protein.
Yeah, it's good for you.
Interesting. I wonder what the health benefits are.
Cold shock protein.
So, what is cold shock protein? In molecular biology, the cold shock domain, or CSD, is a protein domain of about 70 amino acids, which has been found in prokaryotic and eukaryotic DNA binding proteins. Part of this domain. See, obviously, guys, we don't understand this.
Yeah,
This
that
is
doesn't
too
make any sense.
So I could see how being exposed to extremes can like strengthen the immune system, or at least
Exactly.
put pressure on a system. That's interesting, though. Those kids were running around in fucking snow in 20-degree weather in their underwear,
Yeah,
rolling in it,
rubbing snow on their bodies.
rubbing snow on their bodies. That's cool.
That's what you want to do. You want to jump in a cold lake in wintertime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to
Perfect.
jump in, and then I'm going to get a hot cup of cocoa, and I'm going to be drinking it as I'm driving to the SWAC. And then I'm going to run into the SWAC, and I'm going to go right into that sauna, and I'm just going to sit in the sauna.
Go in the hot tub.
No, that'd be too much, man. Getting into the hot tub when your limbs are all cold fucking hurts.
Really? Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah, I've done it.
So I get into the sauna.
Gotcha.
So that's crazy, man.
So you're spending time with family.
Gonna spend time with family. I'm going to.
Do you get all your gifts?
I have to. I bought a bunch of stuff before I came here today. I bought a bunch of stuff because I have
Jesus Christ, man.
no, like material that I have to make, and I've already told the people that they're gonna get their gifts, but they're gonna get later because I had to wait for one of my Christmas gifts in order to make these Christmas gifts. So I just received the Christmas gift I was waiting for yesterday. I opened it, and now I have all the stuff I need to make theirs. So now I'm going to make everyone's, and I'm going to send that out. So it's going to be like a post-Christmas Happy New Year surprise, whatever thing it is.
Gotcha.
But besides
Non-traditional.
besides those, all the gifts I need, like I got all the gifts for my boys. I got the gifts for my mom and my dad. So I got gifts for my siblings.
Woo!
Taken care of.
Damn.
Boom.
Lot
That's,
of
what was that? 1, 2,
Material
1, 2,
items.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Materialism.
9.
I went to Walmart today, and it was jam-packed today.
Oh, I was in Walmart too. Fucking packed.
Packed, dude. Materialism. You got to buy shit. Physical items that you can give to people on this day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if I had my own country, Christmas is out.
Didn't I just fucking tell you I'm gonna make stuff too?
Yeah. But I feel like I'm surrounded by material fucking items.
There are.
People are sending me material items. I'm buying material items to give to people. I'm reading about these Hatchimals. I'm trying to get a Hatchimal
So if
because I
you-
need my Hatchimal to hatch on Christmas. That's my goal.
So if you did Christmas Brad's way,
Uh-huh.
what would Christmas be?
No gift giving.
No gift giving?
No gift
None
giving.
whatsoever.
I don't know.
Or how about a gift you had to make, not buy?
No. Because then you're just going to get garbage.
No.
People are going to build me like a birdhouse. Like, what am I going to do with a birdhouse?
This motherfucker.
Put it outside and like
This
feed
motherfucker.
birds?
This
Birds
guy.
got food. The whole earth is food.
This guy.
You know what I'm saying?
So you would have no gifts on Christmas.
I don't know because
Well,
sometimes I
let's-
like.
let's say
How
it this
about
way.
just gift cards?
Gifts wouldn't be required on Christmas.
But that's even worse
Why?
because then someone's gonna get me something and I'm not gonna have anything for them.
Okay, but I'm
Now I
taking
feel
away
like
the stigma.
terrible.
I'm taking away the stigma you would feel.
How about just gift cards?
Here, just tell me, Chris. What is your Christmas traditions? What would Christmas
Family.
be and Braddom?
No more Christmas music. Number 1, it's out. Number 2, family, friends, loved ones. Nobody should be alone. Go to homeless shelters, feed them. Do good on that day, kind of thing. Make the effort to go see family. Make the drive, kind of thing. Pay for your family who can't come see you to fucking get a plane ticket to come see you. Make a big meal. Fellowship, laughter, memories, pictures. You know what I'm saying? Have a tradition where your family all watches the same movie every year or something like that. Ha 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 ha. They all watch it. Like kids running around. You got old people, kind of snow outside, lights. You can do lights if you want for the nutty fucking people. I don't like the music. I fucking hate the music. Like who wants to hear fucking the Grinch song again?
Is there one Christmas song you do like?
Christmas in Harlem by Kanye West.
Fuck.
Every Christmas, I share the song on Facebook and I listen to it on repeat.
Really?
Yeah, it's a good song.
I like
Christmas in
Carol of the
Harlem.
Bells.
Never heard it.
Never heard it?
I mean, maybe I
think it's pretty. I like it. Like that's one of the ones I really enjoy. Like the Santa Claus coming to town. Those
What?
ones are dumb. The
Oh,
like
yeah.
religious ones I don't really like. Religious
Silent Night.
ones I don't.
dude.
So, but
I don't like Christmas music. You know why? Because it never changes. How about every year we make different Christmas music or something like that?
I could see that.
Oh, it's just like I'm listening to
New
the
Christmas
fucking-
music would be good.
The people at work were playing the Grinch song.
Yeah.
You know the song?
You're a mean
Yes,
one,
yes, yes. And it's like
Mr. Grinch.
it's like who wants to listen to this song again? I don't
They
know,
do.
dude.
It's nostalgia, man. That's why people listen to stuff like that. So there are certain Christmas songs that I like. I remember when I was in boot camp, and I got there in December, and so Christmas was just a little bit after I had just gotten there. And so they marched us from the barracks to this huge auditorium, and they do a Christmas presentation where the God, I can't even remember it.
Santa Claus.
No,
Mrs.
I
Santa.
can't
Reindeer.
No,
elves.
it's
Frosty the Snowman.
no, it's the religious the religious leader in the military. I can't remember what their name.
Deacon.
No, it's not deacon.
Father.
It starts with a P.
Pope. Pastor. Pedophile.
I just glared at him for you guys. Just letting you know.
Pope.
No, it's not Pope.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look this up. Military religious leader. It starts with a P. No, it starts with the C.
Chaplain.
Chaplain.
Jesus,
The not a
P.
P. Chaplain. It was the P that I was remembering. Chaplain. And I was like,
So you
you
remember
Pastor
Pope.
Popish? No, Chaplain. Where the bass chaplain did like this huge ceremony, and they played a bunch of these songs. I heard the song, and I'd never heard this Christmas song before, and it's very Latin, very Catholic. It's like In Excelsis Deo, something like that, in the
I've
name
seen
of
it.
God, or whatever it is.
Heard it. Yep.
And I was like, man, this is a cool Christmas song. Like, I've never heard this Christmas song before. So it was like a new experience to me because I'd only heard like Silent Night and Carol of the Bells and Santa Claus Coming to Town.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is really cool. Like, this is a pretty song. And then
No, it's not.
they're like, hey, everyone, Merry Christmas, Marines. Now watch your fucking movie. And we watched Black Hawk Down. for Christmas.
No way.
We watched fucking
What?
We all watched Black Hawk Down. This is the first time I watched Black Hawk Down, and I was like,
Really?
what the fuck is happening?
Dude, that's like the worst movie you could have fucking picked.
And then they fucking sent us all back to our barracks.
Dude.
Oh my fucking God.
At least
I
watch
still remember that vividly. Fucking vividly.
That's retarded.
Christmas. It was the first time I experienced Christmas in Southern California, so we're marching outside and it's warm. I'm like, where the fuck? There's no snow.
Dude.
I've seen Christmas lights and there's no fucking snow. It's hot.
Weird.
And then we go in and we hear a bunch of songs I've never heard before, and a guy that's talking that I've never seen before, and then Black Hawk Down. And then we walk back.
That you've never seen before.
And I was like, this is fucking weird Christmas.
At least watch like Young Frankenstein or like, you know,
No, Black Hawk
like the
Down.
Christmas Tale with the kid with the BB gun, you know, kind of thing.
Christmas Story.
Christmas Story.
That would have been a good one. Or like a
Hawk
Wonderful
Down.
Life class. Yeah, but we watched
Yeah,
Black Hawk Down.
yeah,
We
so
watched
fun.
fucking Black Hawk Down. And that was the first time I'd seen it. And it's still one of my favorite war movies to this day.
It's like they were trying to decide, and they're like, "What should we make them watch?" And someone's like, "Black Hawk Down." And they're like, "Haha," and then one guy just like picks it.
and just fucking did it.
It's like, no, we weren't serious.
It was fucking cool though. It was a good movie. It kind of like
I can't watch it.
I felt it was a growing experience for me because like just going into boot camp, it's like you're gonna have to deal with the kind of brotherhood and the challenges that these people do. You're gonna have to see your brothers die,
Yeah.
and so it was kind of like a preparatory like, guess what's coming?
Yeah.
It's like fuck.
Ugh.
So I still remember that to this day. That was freaking crazy. That was weird.
I don't know what would your what would your Christmas be if you ran a country and the people had to do whatever you told them to do.
Well, they wouldn't have to do things in a specific order, but there would have to be one. There would have to be fucking snow. So yes, in my country, we control the weather. There will
Yeah.
be fresh snow.
Okay.
Not slushy snow, not hard snow.
No, you're like
the
God.
the perfect snow for making snowballs or snow forts or sledding.
You're God, and
then
this is your country.
And then you have the slow, soft, big flakes falling.
yeah,
So
yeah, the
you
perfect
be
snow.
in the mountains. My country will be in the mountains, and there'll be pine trees everywhere, and there'll be this big, huge lake to the side.
But not like too deep, but like kind of deep.
Yeah.
Like deep enough like you could fall over and you're not gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
But not too deep to where it's like up to your waist, like you have to like fucking fight through it.
Well, you're not going to have to fight through the water because it's going to be frozen. So,
Yeah.
and then you're going to have one like you, friends and family. No one's alone on Christmas.
Mm.
So there
Good
has
one.
to be amazing food,
Yeah.
like good food. The house has to smell amazing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and there's going to be great drinks. I think that slight intoxication should be necessary because that's when all the best jokes and the best stories and the best laughs come out.
Okay.
Is when people are slightly intoxicated.
Right. Not too much though.
Yeah, not too much.
Yeah.
There's a kid-free zone where the kids can go where the fuck they want and just go
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So
Play with their gifts.
good, lot of good music. There has to be a lot of good, pretty music. You know,
Ugh.
a lot of pretty music. I picture almost like a rustic cabin with like a fireplace and like huge kitchen where everyone's in dining room where everyone's hanging out and like people
okay.
some people are over on the corner like the grandparents are over playing chess or whatever. And, you know, like whatever, just like people doing like they don't all have to be doing the same thing.
No.
But
no,
they all have
no.
to be sharing an experience with somebody in the household. Like it
Yes,
has to be a
yes,
household
yes.
experience.
Yeah.
So snowman building,
Yeah.
snowball fight,
Yeah.
sledding.
Yeah, these are good.
So
Fuck yeah.
that's kind of how, if I had a perfect Christmas, that's how it would
And
be.
you didn't mention gifts.
So gifts wouldn't be required. Gifts would be allowed, but gifts would not be required.
Once you
because
start doing that, though, you're gonna start making people feel bad.
and see, that's the thing, though.
In my
No one will feel bad. Well, it's like, oh, I didn't get a gift for you. They're like, that's okay. I just given this because I love you and I wanted to let you know I love you. Doesn't matter.
Uh-huh.
And it can't be a gift that they had just bought without thinking about it. It has to be
Right.
something they put thought into.
Right.
That's the main thing. That's what I don't like about like the materialism of Christmas is like people just go out and they buy shit. Like they don't even think about it. It's like
Hatchimals, Xbox. Yeah. Next thing.
something. You have to think about it. Like you have to either like put time into it or you have to know that it's something somebody will like.
Yeah.
You know? Get these
You
people that
should.
go to the store. What should we get Christy? I don't know.
Well-
What is Christy like? I don't know. Do you think she wants this? Maybe she'll like that. No, fuck that. You can't do that. You have to know what you're getting.
But what if someone just got you like a fucking couple $1,000 watch? like a nice watch, and they're just like, hey, I just picked this up, man. I'm giving this to you. I gotta go. Bye. You wouldn't be like, oh man, I wish they would have put more thought into it. You'd been like, fuck yeah, I'm fucking balling now.
Well, see, that's taking into account that I would like watches, especially expensive ones.
Who wouldn't like one?
Why the hell would I wear a watch that is worth a couple $1,000?
You don't have to wear it every day. You just wear it on
hey,
special
everyone,
occasions.
Fucking mug this guy.
Oh my
this
God.
fucker's got a whole paycheck on his wrist. Fucking take it.
Yeah, you don't have to wear it on every day.
Why
Special
the fuck
occasions.
am I gonna wear it? I'll have to
know.
hide it.
A nice dinner.
The only people that wear that kind of shit are one, people that are trying to prove something, or people that
Oh
don't
my
give a
God.
fuck if it fucking disappears because they're just gonna buy a new one.
Well, you didn't buy it in the first place. Fuck it.
Well, that's the thing.
Disappears.
Do that, dude. Okay, so me and Nikki got married a while ago. Did I tell you that? So her mom gave us a great wedding present, and one of those things was a diamond. She gave us a fucking diamond.
Okay.
And we looked up the value of this diamond, and this diamond is worth to either somewhere between $2,000 to $4,000.
Okay.
This diamond, this tiny little fucking rock.
Okay.
And we're just like, what are we going to do with this?
Why would she give that to you?
So she's like, you guys can put it in your rings because we're going to go make our rings together.
Okay.
Or if you guys want, you can sell it. She's like, I don't fucking care what you do with it. Just do whatever.
Damn, she got more of these things?
So I don't know. So
you'd have to cut it in order to put it in 2 rings.
I would put it in her ring. I don't want a gem in my ring.
Oh, good call.
So it would go in her ring.
Okay.
So, or we were thinking we could sell it and then we can get more precious metals for the rings that we would make for each other. Because we're going to go to this place over in Washington where you make rings together, and it's really cool. So, but I'm sitting there, I'm holding this thing. I'm like, there are people that walk around with these fuckers on their fingers, in their earrings, in their fucking necklace.
Dude. Kim
and
Kardashian.
all you have to fucking be is gutsy enough to fucking try to take it, and hopefully lucky enough to get away with it. And now you have fucking that shit is yours.
That's what happened to Kim Kardashian.
Exactly. Someone fucking just took it. Oh, you're going to walk around with freaking millions of dollars worth of jewelry? Well, we're going to fucking take it.
Yeah, you're a walking target.
Yeah, fuck that. That just terrifies me. So if someone bought me a watch that costed that much, I probably would sell it. Yeah, look at that. That bitch walking around with that ring.
And it's like a $30 million ring or something.
Yeah. And it got stolen. And I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
I could care less. So it's like, I really don't care.
Well, yeah, but...
That is insane. Fucking insane.
3 million, not 30. I exaggerate.
Yeah, see, hers is a 15 karat. The diamond we got is like a little over half a carat.
Really?
Yeah. So nowhere fucking near that.
Who gives a fuck?
So apparently,
who cares about
the
carats?
world does,
dude?
Because diamonds are diamonds are something that you can sell for the highest quality versus weight. Like if you had to have gold, the amount of weight of gold you'd have to equal the same amount of, like if you had a pound of gold versus a pound of diamonds, the diamonds is way fucking more.
Fuck yeah.
So.
Yeah, but like if there was 2 women or multiple women, because I imagine this was the sort of question that would come up amongst women.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know what kind of questions to ask each other. And someone was like, "Oh, like, did he give you a ring? Yeah, let me see it." Oh, and they were like, "How many carats?" I'd be like, "Pow."
Yeah. Fuck you.
Like, oh my God.
Which is a thing in Utah.
Which is a fucking
thing in Utah. It's ring comparison. Oh, my boyfriend went to Jared. Bob, look at
He
this
went to
ring.
Jared.
La, la, la. And in the meantime, the chick buys him like a little $100 titanium ring. Fucking bullshit.
I hate women.
No, I don't hate women. I hate where they.
I hate the question of how many carats. I don't like that because it's like it should just matter about how it looks.
Exactly.
How does
or
it
what
look?
it means.
Well, there's
like
that.
imagine
all that BS.
like imagine if like your girl, like let's say if you do get married in the future, like if this girl.
Oh,
like,
thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not going to assume your marriage is like.
Thank you.
So, but
Don't
it's like
assume
imagine
anything.
if you're like your girl, like if she found like a nice piece of like let's say cherry wood, you know,
Okay.
and she took it and she carved out a ring that fit your finger, and she polished it and she burnished it and she got that thing looking fucking crisp, like
That'd be
looking
cool.
amazing.
Yeah,
and
that'd
she
be cool.
gave you that ring. That ring's worth like what, $50? Maybe.
Yeah, but sentimental value.
Sentimental value.
Yeah.
That's where it's fucking at.
Right.
And that's why I want me and Nikki to go make our rings, because then we fucking would have made them together.
Yeah.
So
How many carats?
that's
is it?
more than, yeah, she likes diamonds. Like, what do you have that's between $3,000 to $5,000?
Yeah.
She doesn't like yellow gold. So do you have white gold?
Oh my
Okay,
God.
that one looks cool.
Yellow gold. And
That
white
one looks
gold.
really cool. I like white gold. I don't like yellow gold. I prefer white gold.
I don't
So-
even know what you're talking about.
It's just a color. White gold looks like silver. It's a silver color. So that's yellow gold.
Like the ring
Like
from
just,
Lord of the Rings.
It's just your standard gold. When you think of gold, that's yellow gold. And then you have white
Oh,
gold.
I see.
And now you have
But
rose
this doesn't
gold.
look like gold. That looks like silver.
But it's fucking gold.
Weird. Oh,
So-
there.
Yeah. So, and then you have rose gold. Go up and look up rose
I've
gold.
never even heard of white gold. It's right here.
Yeah. I have a ring that's white gold. I have a couple
doesn't make
rings.
any sense to
Most
me.
of my jewelry is silver, but I have a couple gold jewelries. All right, so now look up rose gold.
Ooh.
Yeah, see? All this different types of color schemes and stuff like that. So, and when they
Rose
mix them
gold.
together, it looks really cool. Like I really like when like standard yellow gold and white golds mixed together. It looks really cool. So it's very striking. Like look up
I don't
white
know. I don't
yellow
like white
gold
gold.
ring.
Huh?
Look up white yellow gold ring. It's like a mix. Oh, see, they're not doing it right. Like you have to go down. Yeah, see?
Oh, that?
Yeah. I think that's really
That
striking.
just looks like
that
gold
really
and
cool.
silver to me. I don't like white gold. It's lying. It's lying to me. It's saying that
lying?
it's silver. Yeah.
Probably not going to get robbed as much, though. They fucking see that yellow color and they're like, ba-ching. I bet you that fucking Kim Kardashian's ring was white gold. It looked like white gold to me with a fucking huge rock in it. Yeah, that looks like white gold. Fucking people, man. Did they ever find out who took it? Is it just gone?
I think it's gone.
Because like those people that took it, because diamonds, like especially diamonds, like in high quality jewelry like that, they're marked. Like there are serial numbers and stuff on those diamonds. So if those guys try and sell that shit, they're gonna have to sell it in the black market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people will buy it.
Oh, there will be people that buy it.
I don't know how to sell anything on
They'll
this
probably buy
market.
it. They'll probably buy it and like have their own jeweler make their jewelry for them with that gem. Because
I don't know, dude. I don't know how to sell something.
yeah, we're everyone's like listening. Yeah, we're literally looking up this ring. We're trying to figure out like what it's made of and how much it's worth and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know how to sell anything on the black market, but I imagine anything that's taken from someone famous can be sold.
Yeah. Well, it could be sold.
Because some Arabian prince is gonna want to get engaged to some girl, and he's gonna fucking buy that and give it to her and be like, "This is Kim wearing it." And she's gonna be like, "Yeah, that's what's up, dude."
Oh my gosh.
I haven't had caffeine since like April,
Yeah.
and I think that everybody should be like me.
Not have caffeine.
Yeah,
I don't drink as much coffee as I used to.
because I don't think people need it as much as they think they need it.
Yeah.
For one, and I quit because I was like, I felt like it was giving me anxiety, and I was like, I felt like it was just a waste, because it's like if I have to mow the lawn, I'm gonna mow the lawn whether I have a cup of coffee or not. If I have to go to work, I gotta go to work. I have to pay bills. Whether I have coffee or not, I have to do these things. You know what I mean? It's not like if I don't have coffee, the whole thing's just gonna go fucking sky fucking diving down.
see what you mean.
You know what I mean? So it's like, why do I really need it? So I don't need it. So I quit. I had like a 3-day headache, right? You got to push through it because you know it's only temporary. I knew it was only
Oh man.
I knew
sorry,
it was
yawn.
only temporary, and now I feel it's way better, way easier to get up in the morning, way easier to go to sleep at night, sleep more solid through the night. I think
I've been seeing that too.
I think my body, or people's without caffeine's body, is just on a more like natural level,
Yeah.
and you don't have to worry about like going up and down throughout the day, any kind of that stuff.
I
Like,
agree
oh, I'm
with
gonna
you.
crash after this energy drink. No crash for me, no build for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I haven't been drinking as much coffee. I used to drink like 4 to 5 cups a day, and now I'm like
Yeah.
at maybe a cup.
Yeah.
You know, well, not like a size of cup, but like a standard cup, so like 16 ounces. Of
I drink
coffee.
decaf now.
Yeah, I won't drink. Well, if I'm gonna drink coffee, I'm gonna drink coffee. I'm not gonna drink decaf.
See, that's
coffee.
what I said too. I was
So-
like, decaf's like non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah.
Right?
It's no point.
But then, right, exactly. So I finished the caffeine coffee that I had,
Mm-hmm.
and the next morning was a Saturday morning, and I was like, I'm not going to drink coffee. And so I woke up and I didn't make any coffee, and I was like, oh, now I get it. It's not about the caffeine. It's just
About the
about
ritual.
the ritual, getting up to make the coffee, to smell it, to taste it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I got to go get some decaf. And I did, and it's great. And you can have
Interesting.
like anything at Starbucks can be decaf. They can make anything decaf. You can have decaf peppermint mocha, fucking decaf whatever.
Doors are opening.
Yeah. Well, the door's been open, but it's nice.
So, well, like for me, because like I said, I'm trying to cut down on the caffeine too. The only time I really have caffeine is if like I know I'm going to be fucking exhausted the next day, so I get a Red Bull. I'm like, whatever, drink the Red Bull.
Yeah.
Or like on a usual day, way back when, where I was drinking like 4 to 5 cups a day, and I started having heartburn,
Oh.
and I was having to go to the bathroom all the fucking time. I'm like, this is retarded. And so I started like, I'm going to drink like 1 cup a day. And I've been noticing now, instead of me going like, oh, it's 11 o'clock, I got to go to bed because I have to get up in 6 hours.
Yeah.
No, it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I'm like sitting there and I'm starting to fall asleep. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's bedtime.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to tell myself to go to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, yeah,
Neither do I.
it's bedtime now.
Getting
Like,
old.
you can feel yourself naturally kind of starting to fall asleep
Yeah.
instead of having to make yourself go.
Right.
So that makes a lot of sense. I agree with you. Good for you.
Yeah,
Pushing through
man.
that headache.
I don't
though.
think people need it. But for some people, it's really hard to quit stuff. Like cigarettes, because I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes.
I don't know how people still fucking smoke cigarettes.
Dude, it's because of how hard it is to quit. It is.
I don't understand why
so-
people start.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
However, I started, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, man, it is not easy. It's like it's in your bones. Like I heard someone who used to do heroin talk, and they were like, "That shit's in your bones. Like it is deep inside of your body. It is not just like, I don't know. It's not just skin deep, like, or it's not just a mental thing. Like it's deep down in there. I feel like that's how cigarettes are too.
I got
That
something.
shit is hard to not do because it's like sorry, it's like it's
No,
easy.
no, go ahead.
It's like easy to not do for a little bit for me. The thing with me is it's not hard to quit something for a day. It's not hard to quit something for 2 days. It's like as time goes on, something happens and you've quit this thing for a while, and then something kind of happens, and it's just like it's like a ghost comes behind you and it just goes like hi, and it's just like, do you remember me? And you're just like, yeah, I do. It's like, yeah, I'm still here. And you're just like, and you're like, oh, and then you just break.
I got something that's even worse. Junk food.
That's bad.
And I had a moment.
That is
I had a
so
moment,
hard as
I
well.
had a moment this week where it hit me. Like it fucking hit me, and I'm like,
You broke?
This makes sense. No, it makes sense. Like I had a moment with my body where I was just like, this fucking makes sense now. So I went to
What makes sense?
a local store and I bought some Stolons, which is kind of like a crepe mixed with a Danish. It's a dessert thing. We had a potluck at work, and so I brought that.
Nice.
And I could smell it. I could fucking smell it in the seat next to me as I'm driving. And I'm just like, oh, that smells fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, man, I'm going to have one of these. And like, whatever else they got. And then all of a sudden it hit me. It's like, Mike, you know how like when you have like you had a piece of candy or like the chocolate bar, it's always the first bite that's the best.
It is.
It's the first
Yes.
bite.
It goes downhill from there.
Yeah, it gets worse.
Mhm.
Like you're still chasing that, and like it hits me, and I thought to myself, I'm like, I know how this is gonna taste. It's gonna taste good.
Mhm.
And so I was telling my body, I'm like, this is gonna taste good. Like it's gonna taste good, but
Yeah.
after that, there's no point.
Right.
And so like I almost talked myself through the craving. I almost experienced the satisfying that craving without actually eating it, because I told my body, I'm like, it's going to taste good. It's going to taste like this. It's going to taste like that. So what's the point? You don't need to have it because you already know what it's going to taste like. And so I was like, fuck. And after that, I didn't even notice that the Stolon smelled like. I didn't even fucking notice.
Did you
and
eat
then,
one?
No, I didn't have any of it. I only had one
wow.
thing, and it was peach cobbler. And I was like, I haven't had peach cobbler in years. I
Yeah.
know how it's going to taste.
Yeah.
I don't need a huge portion. I can
Yeah.
have one spoonful. Boop, one spoonful, and that's all I fucking had. I
Nice.
was like, oh, this is how you should eat dessert, knowing that the little bit is going to taste better than the large
Yeah,
amounts.
you're right. For some reason, I'm thinking of like people who smoke alcohol, people who smoke cigarettes or drink alcohol, and like who are like chain smokers or alcoholics. If you watch those people, when they like take a cigarette out, light it, and start smoking it, it's like
A fix.
it's like nothing. It's like opening a door or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or it's like, I don't know, like scratching your head. It's like
Yeah.
that to them. It's just out, lit, and they're smoking it, and it's like, holy shit! Like, but when they did it the first time or whatever, when they were in high school, it was like a way bigger deal than that.
It's like chasing the experience.
Yeah,
And
but
I
it all
think
goes.
that's what-
You're right, because the first bite is the best.
Yeah.
and then it just goes downhill. Because then at the end, you're like, oh, I feel like shit.
Why'd I eat all that?
Yeah,
And I think that can apply to a lot of things. I think that's why a lot of
Yeah.
people drink a lot. Like, especially alcoholics, they're chasing that first experience.
Oh, yeah.
And they're never going to have it again.
No. Chase the dragon.
Yeah, chasing the fucking dragon, man.
It sucks.
So I think I've found a way to, if not completely beat my junk food addiction, because that's my addiction, is fucking junk food.
Man, I hear you.
I have at least found a way to fight it better by being able to tell myself that it's not going to be as good as that first bite. So you might as well just have a little instead of a lot.
It's like, I like Mexican food a lot. I like pizza,
Yeah.
right? Those two things I like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like chicken wings. I like fucking burgers, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I had a great burger yesterday. I had Joel's on Wednesday,
Oh, Joel's. God damn it.
and it's so good. But after I ate the Joel's, it was so much food.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I can't even move.
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything.
They got to take their burritos. They got to make their burritos into like
Those-
2 smaller burritos. Like
Oh,
instead of
that'd be
one huge burrito, they're like, I would like a carne asada burrito. Instead of a huge carne asada burrito, they give you 2 small carne asada burritos that would equal
Interesting.
the same weight. So like, I eat one, I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
When you start a burrito, you have to fucking finish
Yeah,
that.
you can't just eat. Yeah, what am I supposed to do with this half a burrito that I'm holding like this?
Yeah.
You know?
So that might help.
All right, 2 hours. We
Oh.
did it.
Boom! Woo! Fucking did it! Oh my god! 2 hours.
2016
2
is-
hours and 20 minutes. 25 seconds.
Yeah.
2 hours and 30 seconds.
So, yeah.
Fucking done.
2016 is going to be over.
Done.
Do you want to do a show next week? I
Next
do.
weekend is New Year's. Is Saturday? Saturday is the 31st, right?
Yeah.
So Sunday is the 1st.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
So Friday's the 29th.
Yeah,
To
fuck, why not?
30th.
Let's do it. Why not?
Okay.
Let's do it.
So we'll have one more show 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Hey, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. I love all of you.
I hope everyone's stress level goes down after Christmas, unless yours isn't even up.
Yeah.
If yours isn't even up, then you're an alien in outer space, and have fun out there.
Or sad and lonely.
Yeah.
Listen to this podcast. You won't feel so lonely.
No.
We love you.
Come visit us. Okay.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Take
Bye,
it easy.
everybody.
Bye.
Damn.